We tryna get you old now, viral online.
Truthful lies, say it loud, say it clear. Left the streets when you need you here. Quarters of vision, fit your focus, kids. Break generational suffering. Truthful lies, say it loud, say it clear. Left the streets when you need you here. Quarters of vision, future focus, kings. Break generational suffering.
We don't profit off death. We don't clap for destruction. We here to build men,
Not bury boys.
not bury boys.
Truth over lies.
Another young life lost to street violence. This ain't entertainment. This is an invention. If the truth hurt your feelings, it probably needed to be said.
Yeah, truth over lies. We don't glorify pain. After streets, tryna break them chains. Quarter zip mindset, grown man talk. Lead the YNs before they chalk line walk. Truth over lies, this real, no cap. No crash outs, no throwaway stats. OG's back, put order in place. Say to youth, after streets, after case, yeah. I seen talent die for Instagram stare. YNs chasing clout, no plan, no prayer. Street code outdated, nobody wins. Same block, same cycle, same pen. They selling dreams, but it's really a trap. Labels love bodies, they don't love blacks. We need leaders, not shooters with aim. Need fathers in homes, not candles in names. Quarter zip weather, modern legacy. Talk money, discipline, equity. I ain't judging, I'm correcting course. Truth hit hard, but it says truth over lies. We don't glorify pain. After streets, tryna break them chains. Quarter zip mindset, grown man talk. Lead the YNs before they chalk line walk. Over lies, we don't glorify pain. After streets, tryna break them chains. Quarter zip mindset, grown man talk. Lead the YNs before they chalk line walk. OG talk, pull a chair, sit down. Ain't no honor in a jailhouse gown. They told you drill was the way to shine. But the real killer's time and fine. They cheering when you crash out young. And forget your name when the sentence come. We ain't anti-culture, we anti-death. Anti-mama crying, anti-breath, last left. You wanna be a man, build something real. Stocks, trade, skill set, something you can feel. After streets ain't hate, it's love with spine. We tryna get you old, not viral online. Truth over lies, say it loud, say it clear. After streets, we need you here. Quarter zip vision, future focused kings. Break generational suffering. Truth over lies, say it loud, say it clear. After streets, we need you here. Quarter zip vision, future focused kings. Break generational suffering.
We don't profit off death. We don't clap for destruction. We here to build men, not bury boys.
Truth over lies.
Truth over lies. Truth over lies.
We see through the disguise. They keep us distracted while the world's on a fire.
Truth over lies.
Global games ain't playing. If we don't stay focused, we'll never get our land. They talk world peace, while they loading the weapons. Same script, different villains, same global direction. US pointing fingers that is well on screen, but the real war invisible, messing with minds of the people we seen. They say pick a side, red or blue, while the money keep printing and the truth stay new. Black folks caught in the middle of a chessboard play. Entertainment distractions keep us arguing all day. They don't want unity, they want noise. They don't want leaders, they want angry boys. Scrolling, debating, beefing online. While rapper for Asian get better in the headline.
Truth over lies.
They selling fear on the news. If we don't see the pattern, we'll keep falling for the rules.
Truth over lies.
Same empire, new face, distracted people. Never win the race. They weaponize conflict, divide the globe.
Sanction, invasion, money controls. But tell Black America to stay entertained while generational death never got reclaimed. Reparations ain't charity, it's a debt. Stolen labor, stolen land, don't forget. They want us beefing over nonsense and cloud. While the real conversation never comes out. Peace ain't possible without truth involved. You can't heal the wound you refuse to resolve. So we staying locked in, eyes wide open. No distractions, we recording what's spoken. Focus, they want us blind, unfocused. Way too young to be hopeless. No more smoke screens, no more circus shows. Truth over lies.
They selling fear on the news. If we don't see the pattern, we keep falling for the rules. Same empire, new face, distracted people. Never win a race. Mr. Walker, truth over lies. World politics, black focus, no distractions. Another young life lost to street violence. Yeah, this ain't entertainment, this is intervention. If the truth hurt your feelings, it probably need to be said.
Truth over lies, we don't glorify pain. At the streets trying to break them chains. Quarters in mindset, grown men talk. Lead the YNs before they chalk line walk.
Truth over lies, we don't glorify pain. At the streets trying to break them chains. Quarters in mindset, grown man talk. Lead the YNs before they chalk line walk.
Truth over lies, this real, no cap, no crash outs, no throwaway stats, OG's back, put order in place. Say to you, left the streets, left the cage.
Yeah, I seen talent die for an Instagram stare. Wine chasing clout, no plan, no prayer. Street code outdated, nobody wins. Same block, same cycle, same pens. They selling dreams, but it's really a trap. Labels love bodies, they don't love blacks. We need leaders, not shooters with aim. Need fathers and homes, not candles and names. Quarter zip weather, mind on legacy. Talk money, discipline, equity. I ain't judging, I'm correcting course. Truth hit hard, but it save you more.
Truth over lies, we don't glorify pain. If the streets trying to break them chains. Quarter zip mindset, grown man talk. Lead the YNs before they chalk line walk.
Yeah. OG talk, pull a chair, sit down. Ain't no honor in a jailhouse gown. They told you drill was the way to shine, but the real killers is time and fines. They cheering when you crash out young, and forget your name when the sentence come. We ain't anti-culture, we anti-death. Anti-mama crying, anti-breath, last left. You wanna be a man, build something real. Stocks, trade, skill set, something you can feel. After streets ain't hate, it's love with the spine. We tryna get you old now, viral online.
Truth over lies, say it loud, say it clear. Left the streets when you need you here. Quarters of vision, fit your focus, kids. Break generational suffering. Truth over lies, say it loud, say it clear. Left the streets we need you here. Quarters zip vision, future focus kings. Break generational suffering.
We don't profit off death. We don't clap for destruction. We here to build men,
Not bury boys.
not bury boys.
Truth over lies.
We're trying to get you old now.
Welcome. Live Tuesday, Truth Over Lies, brought to you by Cart Before the Horse Productions. How you feeling tonight, Mr. Walker?
Yes, sir. I am feeling freaking-tastic per usual. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, El Nug Nugs and Le Bonquishas. Welcome to Cart Before the Horse, Truth Over Lies, in affiliation with the Bougie Negro Podcast, and also, as all you Negroes know, in association with Ain't No Fun Once the Rabbits Got the Gun Entertainment. What's going on with you this fine Truth Over Lies Tuesday?
I got beans and bologna.
Welcome in. Truth Over Lies family. Also, everybody over at Cart Before the Horse. We are simulcasting tonight. It's going to be a crazy show.
Yes, sir. No matter which channel you own, come one, come all, this fine February 3rd, 2026. Gavin X and I are very much still in the mix, reporting to you, Jive Chickens, live with Truth Over Lies.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
So here we are. We in the house tonight. Y'all see the title. We talking about Black history versus Black madness. Who's really for us? We got about 5 or 6 topics we gonna hit tonight, and it should be a good one.
There you go. Listen here. Shout out to Black History Month. I know it's kind of egregious. They only give us folk 1 month, but nevertheless, this is what we got. Shout out to the Patreon. We drop a little bit of Black history, love, and knowledge in the Patreon, just so everybody on earth knows it's a melanated woman most likely keeping you alive today. Know that. Forget the sister's name. Drop her name. All my Patreon members, I done forgot her name. But shout out to Black history. Shout out to history. How about that?
So here we are. Make sure you guys hitting the like button. Shout out to Frederick Howard, gifted a membership.
Always coming through, usually first. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, brother Frederick. And trying to get the rest of this loaded up. In the meantime,
hit the like button. Take a second. Make sure you all hit the like button. Make sure you all are subscribed to the channel as we are on this journey. And make sure to support the channel by hitting the Cash App, hitting the Super Chat. Please and thank you.
There we go. Yeah. Rest in peace to Miss Henrietta Leaks. There we go.
Rest in peace, sister. And here we are. Speaking of that, we're going to start here. Hit the like button. We got a lot of Black history and Black madness.
Per usual.
So we're going to start here with a little bit of history.
I'm going to give you a pack of cigarettes. If you guess this answer right, this is for Black history. What was the first lady to move? They tried to get her to move out her seat. Who was the first lady that was sitting in the front and they wanted her to move to the back?
It's actually not Harriet.
Mrs.
It's not Rosa. It's not actually.
I forgot her last name.
I'm going to give you another one. Who?
So I forgot her last name. One of you blacks. All right, whoever it was. What's her name?
One of you coloreds. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the answer he is looking for is Rosa Parks. However, you know, this is a year of conspiracies and history being tainted. Supposedly there was another sister that did the same thing. She just didn't get any notoriety. Well, yeah, shout out to Harriet. Shout out to Rosa, Harriet, all the sisters.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. They're going to put whoever they want. We don't know who was first, last. It's almost like YouTube talking points. You know, who the first to say it, who's this, where's. Just acknowledge history and put some respect on it.
There you go. Put some respect on it. There you go.
Last name.
I'm gonna give you another one. Who invented peanuts?
The Peanut Man.
No.
Who freed the slaves?
Who freed the slaves?
Yeah, who freed the slaves? Abraham Lincoln.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he did not.
Well, who did?
He didn't. Who told you that?
History books.
No, baby, he did not freeze nothing.
What we told. Oh, Honest Abe. All right. But no, ain't nobody freed the slaves. Hell, we still halfway in chains, a lot of us. But nonetheless, it was a war fought. Bonquisha, do your studies, do your history. Money, moolah.
That is it. Thank you. The hard quotes, the freeing of the slaves had nothing to do with white man getting a kind heart. The Industrial Revolution was taking place. We need to get some of you strong back ninjas in these factories and out them cotton and tobacco fields. That's all that was. That's all that was.
And
Money, 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 money.
shout out to Mr. Incredible. Come through gifting 5 Carpet for the Horse memberships.
Appreciate you, brother. Always coming through.
So we appreciate you.
Yeah! Boom shakalaka!
No.
Who freed the slaves?
Who freed the slaves?
Yeah, who freed the slaves? Abraham Lincoln.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he did not.
Well, who did?
He didn't. Who told you that?
History books.
No, baby, he did not freeze nothing. All right, I got another answer for you. Where did Christopher Columbus come from?
America.
No, you're wrong again. Okay, I got another
I
one.
got a Christopher Columbus.
I got another one. I got another
in
one.
my
I got another
living
one.
room.
Yeah, she got a picture in her living room. Ninja, you ain't about to tell her. Where Christopher Columbus come from? America. Who freed the slave? Lincoln. Who? This is just ignorance. This might have been an old school teacher. These be the people teaching the babies, miseducating.
Shout out to our history teacher, Mrs. Cobb. May she rest in peace, man. She taught us about our history. That she did. She drove it into us. We had to memorize Martin Luther King's speeches. And we had to memorize all of Martin Luther King's family members, all that. Shout out and rest in peace, Mrs. Cobb. But yeah, she don't give a dang. Where did Christopher Columbus come from? The bowels of Hades. That's where he came from. If it don't uplift America, then it ain't history.
I got another one. Who had a dream?
Martin Luther King.
That's the only one you know.
I know them all, you just don't realize it.
Who was the
My
first
own
black
earth.
president? Who was the first black president? First black president now.
I don't know.
Or Barack Obama. How you not know that?
Yeah, Barack Obama.
See? How do you not know
He's
that?
a pig farmer.
How you not know that though?
And Trump's trying to ruin the country.
I'm gonna give you.
She all over the place. He a pig farmer. And a lot of people will say that's false as well. So, he was not the first black. If you were a conspiracy theorist, like I say, I don't go down many of them lanes anymore. When I was younger, you'd have found me 15 years ago. I was a hell of a conspiracy theorist. Nowadays, I really just don't care. So I don't put any thought into some of this stuff. But granted, Barack.
Listen, I'm all for a good conspiracy theory. We're gonna think, and we're gonna see if my thoughts is your thoughts. But if we're gonna do it, here's my thing: we got to get somewhere. We got to get to a better understanding, or we got to go see for ourselves. That's my thing. Shout out to our hometown brother Bangadaya. Talking about there's pyramids in the Grand Canyon. If we get to a point where we can go get in our single engine Cessna, fly on out there and go take a look-see, then we can start to discuss it. Until then, got work to do.
I'll give you one more, and I'm gonna give you a pack of cigarettes. You need to answer this question: when is Black History Month, and which month is Black History Month in?
July.
Hell no. See what I'm saying? You don't know nothing about our Black history, but you want me to give you some money. Baby, you don't know nothing about us.
I do
Why would you-
too.
then why would
I
you
got
ask me-
black in me.
You got black in you,
Yes, I do. I got black, Mexican, Indian, white.
baby.
For your application.
I guess two things is true. You know, you go do your ancestry test. You do got some black in you, Indian, white, all that. What month Black History? July. Like, this is white ignorance on full display.
What do you put on your job application when they ask you what race you is, huh? Yeah, you say white as the drifting snow. This is real. I ran into a sister like this in college, and that's when I realized that every ignorant as it was, this is what it took for me to realize that every school was not teaching Black history. I met some lily white girl and we got to talk about, I was talking to her like this, being an antagonist. You don't know Black history. I said, who had a dream? Well, some dude named Martin. They don't care. And I get it. Why should they?
And shout out to Baba T. Says, good evening, Mr. X, Mr. Walker, and family.
How you doing, Black History? Happy Black History Month, brother OG.
And shout out to Petty Sama with the 20 ball. Says, missed the last episode, but caught the replay. This for the pot.
Appreciate you, brother. Always coming through.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
Appreciate you, brother.
Oh, see what I'm saying? You don't know nothing about our Black history, but you want me to give you some money. Baby, you don't know nothing about us.
I do
Why would
too.
you- then why would
I
you
got
ask me-
black in me.
You got black in you?
Yes, I do. I got black, Mexican, Indian, white.
Baby, all I'm saying is, why you don't know nothing about our history then?
I do know about y'all's history.
Okay, then when...
I got 14 black nephews.
Okay. If you got 14 black nephews, okay, I got another question for you. This is my last time that I'm gone. This is my last time now. And you get this right, you get a pack of cigarettes. Cigarettes $10 now. You better think hard on this question. All right? Why are people still racist now?
Racist?
Yeah.
Because they ain't got no damn sense. Hey, baby.
Huh. Oh, there you go. And she answered the question, brother. I don't know if that's what you was looking for. I don't know if you was, I don't know what he fishing for, but she gave you something.
And I say that's valid. That, yeah, you want to be a mean old racist? Yeah, that's because you ain't got no good sense. Give her daggone $10.
Man.
Money.
And shout out to Petty Sama. Come back with 10 channel memberships.
Appreciate you, brother.
Come on, just bring it. I need you to stand up while y'all not moving. Come on. Don't make me push. Thank you, sir. There go money. She touching you. Where they get that money? Where they get that money? I can see money from a long ways.
Elder Gregory Kelly,
That's right. Come on.
$100.
Everybody get something in your hand. Come on and put it right here.
Elder Petty Sama, 10 memberships and $20.
Appreciate you, brother. And shout out to Baba T. He says the first black president was Hanley, I believe. He was president before Washington.
There you go. Hanley, the ninja ruling the nation. They lied to us.
So there we go. Yeah, like I said, a lot of people say Obama. People might say Lincoln. Who knows? What if they was? That's always my thing. What if they was? Now where we at? What we gonna do with this information? That's why, I told you I don't too much care about most of it. It gotta be beneficial or just like, all right.
It's my understanding folks look to this kind of information for empowerment. And I get it, but like you said, this empowerment should come within. Folks be looking for validation, Mr. X. That's all. They just want so much validation because they've been fed so much madness. I get it, but like you said, get past that point, but I get it.
But nonetheless, we're gonna put this woman in the sub.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The passengers of the doomed Titanic sub spent their last moments in total darkness looking for bioluminescent creatures out of the small window and listening to their favorite music. The new details of the 5 passengers' final moments have been revealed by the wife and mum of the father-son duo.
Wade in the water, diamond, wade in the water. Something's gonna trouble the water. You better wade in the water. Yeah, man.
Shout out to that brother out here antagonizing these good old white folk.
Man, and Mr. Incredible says, y'all, wow, this lady looked like she forgot her name and yells at her imaginary cat.
Lucille!
now. Come take your milk.
Wicked. But I tell you who don't. I'm gonna pull this up. This woman here. So there was Becky there. She didn't know Black history, but this is Portia Williams. A lot of y'all forget years ago, she thought the Underground Railroad was a real thing.
That's why we should go to school and get our education.
Absolutely. And tell the youth about things like this so they know and they can appreciate what we have now.
Right now.
Well, there has to be an opening for the railroad at some point. Because somebody's driving the train. It's not electric like what we have now.
It wasn't a train, maybe. Really? Like, you really thought, like, there was an actual train?
Huh. So, this is Portia Williams. They are visiting some historical site, for the Love and Hip Hop show. And she in there, she thought the Underground Railroad was a train. She like, are we going to see the opening? All right. Are we going to see the carts and the rails? And they like, no, it wasn't the actual thing. And she's sitting there like,
if we don't pass down this knowledge and these stories and our culture, this gonna be our babies and grandbabies. I'll be sitting here, man. Shout out to parenting. I'll be saying, talk to my oldest son, just giving life skills, information. And sometimes I scratch my head, as brilliant as they are. I'm like, you don't know, some of these things. And no, we had to be taught as well. Again, rest in peace to our history teacher, because if she didn't, I may have thought you could go get a book a ride on the railroad too.
And shout out to Classy, says he was close. John Hanson was the first Black president.
Okay, John Hanson. There we go. Appreciate you, Classy.
You know what I'm saying? That's just a whole rabbit hole. There's somebody gonna come say, no, he wasn't. It was a Black leader before they was called presidents. And,
like you said, some folks say Abe had some docky in him. So where we at?
Well, even before all else, what I'm saying, before anybody got here, there was a president. He was Black.
Yeah. The Moors, they was dark. You
see what I'm saying? You see, and I wasn't even talking about them, but you see how every time you say something, somebody's just gonna add their thoughts, and these rabbit holes are endless.
Ooh, your thoughts ain't my thoughts.
And Mr. Incredible been a member 3 months, says, I know you lying. This is AI.
No, it ain't. No, it is not.
So here we are.
Opening for the railroad at some point. Because somebody's driving the train. It's not electric like what we have now.
It wasn't a train, maybe. Really? Like, you really thought, like, there was an actual train that took them through?
I'm saying
it wasn't a train at all. They use it. That is just a euphemism, baby. Just a figure of speech.
I'm thinking it was like widespread.
No, it's almost hurtful to me to watch her be so dumb.
That's a euphemism for people that are connected, trying to work their way to freedom.
Right. Ding dong. He's not talking about put 50 cents on the train or on the damn public bus.
But it wasn't really a train. You had to sneak to the next spot. You had to hide and hide and
I know that.
the next spot. And this was a spot.
I know that one particular person made it. They actually went down there and
made it. She gonna say, I know all of that, but there was one person that made it through the whole railroad. It ain't dawning on her. All right. Like, this is wicked work. We talking Black history versus Black madness. Who really for us? Damn sure not Portia.
Yeah, we got to eradicate this ignorance by loving one another enough to correct and teach. Like, come on, man. Somebody got to do it. Somebody else got to take on this task of teaching Black history. That's not really my forte. I'll listen. Well, somebody else got to do this. Baba T, somebody. Like, can that be a YouTube channel? Just Black history.
Well, people got to first be willing to learn. There's stuff out here. So there's no shortage of information on YouTube. We got AI, Chat GPT. People don't want to know. She worried about her latest wig install and lashes. And like, you can't force information. People don't want to learn.
Miss X, you just touched on something pretty profound. And I always say it just differently. Train your algorithm. Train it. I do. That you are correct. I stand corrected. That's why I find these articles and pictures, because I will heart the content, and so it keeps coming. And I dislike and X the other content, the booty jiggling.
I know
to the
that.
next body. This was a
But I know that one particular person made it. They actually went down there and made it. How did they get it?
Her grandfather, Hosea Williams, just rolled over in his grave. It's not a real train.
No, I'm saying, like, how did they even get through there in the first place?
Portia, it's not a real train. It's not a real train. Where was you at to get this food?
That's that. We had the white woman. The white woman, that could have been funny, right? But when it's our own, I think most people are lacking in many areas. All right, we got to start challenging one another because this is crazy.
You know, so what is the importance to understanding exactly what the Underground Railroad is? I believe and live that we should know about it because it gives us, it's empowering. It's empowering knowing the depths and the lengths that our ancestors had to go through just to be able to think and dream of having a desirable standard of living. Not even getting it, just trying and dreaming for it. That and so and knowing that, recognizing that, and knowing that we don't have no reason to complain. Shout out to the ancestors.
And shout out Sister Ebony says, been a member 3 months. Sad parts, her grandfather was a civil rights leader in Georgia, and that's what they was hitting on. And she was like, my grandfather used to teach me about this stuff. This was what Portia was just saying. And one of them said her grandfather is rolling in his grave and listening to her. This is crazy.
Pathetic.
So, yeah, it's a real thing.
Money, 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 money.
And shout out to Baba T with the 10 ball says, thank you, brother.
Appreciate you, OG.
And shout out to Ryan with the 20 ball says, what's up, young warriors? Something for the cause. Keep spreading positivity. You muted. Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
So here we go. As far as Portia Glaze approved though. So no matter what she know how to get on that Glaze Galaxy rocket and get them cheeks clapped.
There you go. Go and get on the Glaze Railway.
We got us the gun line. Tell them about the gun line, boss.
We may not know which way to go.
Oh Lord, see, this shit is gonna be dangerous. Some dark winged duck shit. Let's get dangerous. I play the fool for the fool. Everybody plays the fool sometime, and no exception to the rule. Listen, baby, you hear me? I played the fool for a fool.
Yeah, blessings to Mother Moses, Mrs. Locks to Smile, for sure. Yeah, that was the #1 topic. That's hence her name, Mother Moses, leading that Underground Railroad. I know enough. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know who led it. I know a lot about the Underground Railroad. Again, rest in peace to Mrs. Cobb, man. She taught us.
Oh, yes. And we here, it's documented. And we're going to move over to modern times right now. All right. We're going to see, is Bonquisha a victim or what's going on here?
You a victim?
I know you didn't just throw your fucking food at me. You a dirty hoe. Just wait. Just wait. Touch me. I'm recording you. I'm recording you. I'm recording you. I didn't do shit to your car. I barely touched your car. I barely touched your car. Oh, it's the red. Oh, well, call the police then. Call them. Call them. Yeah, because you got me fucked up.
Y'all see, this is Brad versus Bonquisha. She done hit his old Ranger. He mad as hell, whatever it is, his little S10. And he getting out like, you hit my car. Why are you cussing at a grown man? I don't know. The video start off, profanity.
You a woman. It's so, man, I ain't gonna keep saying this. Be a woman and get your desired outcome. And look, Bonquisha hit this brother's car and said, so what? Y'all ignorant. Yeah, see this, and this is this part where women, hyena women, prey on men's having to be stoic. Because you sit here in this car, they're gonna say, so what? How a man supposed to just be like, okay. Like, God, come on, man.
Here we are.
You a dirty hoe. Just
You're a dirty 304. He was on his way. Let me tell you, he would not have stopped if she wouldn't have said anything. If she wouldn't have said a word, just walked to her car, he would say, why do she? He might have said something to her. So does that warrant it? What if he said something to her first? First, was that First Amendment rights?
That's why I just get away from y'all. Like, I swear, y'all, wow. Folks just want attention. I be seeing it. I be out like, folks just be wanting attention. I wish I had an invisible cloak. I don't want nobody to see my post. I ain't got nothing to do with y'all. That's why I just ain't, you can't, what I'm saying is you can't do nothing here. It's a ninja moment. Somebody, if you engage, all you can do is just tuck tail and leave. Go get your rubbing compound, try to buff it out, Javier. Relax.
A dirty hoe. Just wait. Just wait. Touch me. I'm recording you. I'm recording you. I'm recording you. I didn't do shit to your car. I barely touched your car. I barely touched your car. Oh, it's the red. Oh, well, call the police then.
And y'all better stop acting like cell phones are like force fields. Cell phones are not force fields. Y'all can't do, say, and act however you want and then tell, I'm recording you. I've been noticing that lately. People pulling their phones out and will disrespect people. And I'm recording. Or Peach, when she going to the bank and she got the money, but she live, so you can't do nothing because I'm live and we watching. Y'all better be careful.
Yeah, I don't get it. That like, that's who I leave folks alone, because I grew up around bad people. Y'all don't get it. Folks like my mama and them, you come out here, pull out your phone, they gonna make sure you don't get their license plate, then they gonna take you through there. You're gonna be on the ground, halfway unconscious, they gonna pull off, and what you gonna have? A little bit of footage. You ain't gonna have no type of proper identification, and they gone. You done pulled out your phone just to watch you get beat down. Stop.
Call them. Call them. Yeah, because you got me fucked up. All because a fucking door hit your car. Like, what you're angry about? Because you saying disrespect me, talking about black people this, black people that.
Here we go. Two things is true. So you did hit his car with your door. You just admitted to it. And he talked about calling the police on you. So who's in the, Bonquisha, granted. All right. Everybody don't have to get along on this planet. That's one thing we must understand. Whether or not he like black people, whatever. It seems like this went too far. It's provoked. You hit the door. Now it's up and it's stuck. Did you hit the car and say, my apologies? Or did you hit the car and say, you was too close to me? Why you parked so close?
There are stereotypes with every race. And stereotypes are funny because there is some truth to them. For instance, one year, my wife and I were in the mall parking lot, and some little well-off Becky was driving her little BMW and backed out and hit somebody. We watched it. Becky got out the car, looked at the person she hit, and said, don't worry about it, my daddy will pay for it. And my wife and I looked at each other and said, typical rich white girl. Just like that. She my dad to pay for it. They give Dan her dad. That's just wild. Stereotypes are here for a daggone reason. Don't fit them. Don't fit them. You fit them, Bonquisha.
I got you. Okay. Police then. Call them. Call them. Yeah, because you got me fucked up. All because a fucking door hit your car. Like, what you're angry about? Because you saying disrespect me, talking about black people this, black people that. I got you. Okay. And guess what? I'm finna put you on Facebook. On my mama. Like, I don't give a fuck. The fuck wrong with you? I don't care. You cussed me out in front of my child. You talking about some black people? I'm finna show her how white people do.
Huh. You cussed me out in front of my child. And he looked like I cussed you out? Or did you cuss me out? That's his sentiments. I don't know. You need to be up under some instruction. Where you at, Ebony Dean? If you ain't out with your man, rule number one, shut the hell up. You should not be arguing with another man. I don't care where you at, for real, whether you here, on the phone or whatever. You should not be arguing with men.
Listen here, man. There is no winning this. Once she hit your vehicle, like you said, Mr. X, it's your fault she damaged your stuff. You shouldn't have been too close, even if You were further away. It don't matter. It's a ninja moment. So she caused the first offense. She hit a man's car. Every man's worst fear in the parking lot. Come on, brothers. Come on. It happened. And she didn't say, oh, I'm sorry. She like, whatever. So what, got my face. And you can't win. So she like, I know I hit your car, but after that, he may have said something. It's like the fact that he did anything afterwards is like he made the first offense. That's Bone Creature's logic. So now that you cursed one time, she didn't do nothing. That's all on you.
Yes, and Bone Creature liable to make a phone call and get one of y'all to crash out. So that's another byproduct of this. So be careful who y'all vouching for out here. She'd be to call her brother, her uncle, her daddy, her sneaky link. Oh, this dude over here. Now y'all got a battery in your back and you ready to crash out. Don't do it.
Absolutely not. That's why carrying yourself a certain way, man, goes a long way. Just don't look like you the one. I don't. Just don't look like you the one. Bone Queen, she ain't about to invite her boyfriend or brother to come to some she identifies as a problem. Be a problem.
And shout out to Mr. Incredible. Says Bonquisha fatigue is real. Hell, I'm tired of these 304s.
Same.
And brother Black Unity says Sarah Mae Fleming was the woman who sat in the white section in the bus before Rosa Parks. YouTube won't let me super chat the reason you don't know her.
There you go. Appreciate you, Black Unity.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
And then you just threw your fucking food at me. Who the fuck are you? But I'm finna call, bitch, I'm gonna call somebody for your ass.
And that's what I just said. I'm going to call somebody for you. So this is normally how this ends. You're going to call somebody. And Bonquisha don't care who you is. They going to call. If it's an ignorant Bonquisha, they call Nook Nook. He coming with hammers and steel and more than likely a car full of folks. So, yeah, that's why on either side, you don't want to be a part of no ninja moment. Don't be arguing with Bonquisha. And then Bonquisha, quit talking to men like this.
The only thing you can do whenever a ninja moment stumbles upon you, you got to act like whoever is trying to initiate it, you got to just go. Act like they ain't there. They come and bump you, coming your way and bump. Watch out, ninja. Just go. If you are not willing to turn around and go the length, go crank it all the way up to 10, whatever that means, don't even engage. Excuse me, my apologies. Have a good day. And pick up your pace. Oh, you sound like you scared. Absolutely not. I got things to lose. I got babies.
Bitch, I'm gonna call somebody for your ass.
Motherfucker got me fucked up, man. Oh God, they got me fucked up. Hey, look. So I tell my supervisor, hey man, I need to leave a little early so I can go pick up my daughter from school. He talking about this concrete gotta be pulled. This concrete gotta be pulled. Man, you pull that goddamn concrete. I'm finna go pick up my daughter. Ain't no discussion. Talking about some concrete gotta be pulled. Like some concrete moment pointing to my daughter.
Okay. It's just been ninja moments. All right. This is the black madness of it all. This brother say, construction, if my kids has to be picked up, I'm leaving work. All right. They talk about concrete need to be poured. Look like you got a decent job, but he willing to risk it all, man.
Listen, this is triggering me. I had a boss try to tell me I couldn't go see my daughter being born. Your family is important to you, brother. It ain't important to a white man. He don't give a rat's patootie. Matter of fact, the job industry is toxic. Everybody done had their heartache. Everybody done missed child's recitals and birthdays. And once you come in, they want you to feel that pain too. It is what it is. Find a better way to go about it. You know what I mean? Give better, more time for your employer or boss to, come up with, somebody else to fill your spot. There you go. Plan ahead. That definitely helps. But other than that, don't expect them to care.
That's it, brother. So for that, we're going to let you cool off in the sub.
Oh, brother.
The passengers of the doomed Titanic sub spent their last moments in total darkness looking for bioluminescent creatures out of the small window and listening to their favorite music. The new details of the 5 passengers' final moments have been revealed by the wife and mum of the father-son duo.
Wade in the water, wade in the water, diamond wade in the water. Something's gonna trouble the water. You better wade in the water. Yeah, man.
Yeah, and reasoning. Yeah, he said his daughter had to go get picked up. Sound like something that just popped up. Maybe the mom couldn't make it. See, that's right there. We can't be mad at, jobs and life because of lack of discipline and lack of structure in our lives. See what I'm saying? Like, come on. I'm pretty sure that's what's the situation.
Yeah, so it's unfortunate. Got to prioritize better, work something out. But like I said, pick up from where? Get more than like you said, daycare or something like that. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, and there's something that just popped up on them, but yeah, I get it. I know a lot of folks, brothers, have probably been through that. You listen, learn. I think that was an example of bad seed placement, perhaps. That's my thoughts.
Well, here we go. We're going to keep it moving. Make sure y'all hitting the like button if you just came in. We're going to get to this next topic. We're going to talk about the brother Tracy Morgan. I don't know if y'all seen, he in the news for a tirade that he had. So I'm going to let Uncle Shay Shay and them kick it off.
I got the beard.
Off a homeless man that apparently used to bully him when they were younger and has been going viral on social media. Let's take a look at this video, Ocho.
You're always on my ass about taxes.
Taxes, then.
Let's do it.
William, what's up?
What's up, man? Don't talk to me like I owe you something.
I didn't say that. Hey, boy, can I get something, please?
No. When we was younger.
Yeah, but
I think I forgot.
I'm homeless, boy.
So what that got to do with me? I ain't do that.
Oh, shit.
Can I get a picture of my sister? Hey, Ocho, hold on. Before you go, Ocho, how you gonna talk about I'm homeless, boy? You see? And I've seen some things on social media. Oh, guys, people, y'all get mad at people.
Stop it for a minute. All right, we're gonna get in here. Tracy Morgan was leaving, I believe, the New York Knicks game or something out of Madison Square Garden, and homeless guy. I guess he went to school with the guy, and Tracy Morgan said the dude used to bully him when they was little, and now he outside homeless begging them for money. And he said, I don't owe you nothing, so that ain't how you ask, I guess.
Absolutely not. What are we talking about? You niggas want to be exempt from y'all karma. No, this is how it was supposed to go. The kid that was being bullied now got his portion of the King's Gold, and you downtrodden. Beautiful balance. And you want to show up here and try to, show up, get turned down the way you did, and he was light on you. And tuck your tail and take that karma. Done and done. Well, somebody, you used to bully this man. Shout out to anybody out there that used to be bullied. I used to beat up the bullies. Oh, y'all. Listen here, anybody, that's terrible. Because, listen, I know men today, shout out to Tracy Morgan, that still remember that, man. That's a terrible thing, but yeah, you chump. You broke. Now you a bum.
And shout out to Baba T, been a member 3 months, says entitlement is crazy. He got a pretty good job.
Yeah, I feel you.
Can I get something, please?
No. When we was younger.
Yeah, but
I think I forgot.
I'm homeless, boy.
So what that got to do with me? I ain't do that.
Oh, shit.
Can I get a picture of my sister? Hey, Ocho, hold on. Before you go, Ocho, how you gonna talk about I'm homeless, boy? You see? And I've seen some things on social media. Oh, guys, people, y'all get mad at people and you won't speak to him. But y'all like, well, he worth this, he worth that. I told you. Be careful of the toes you step on today. They might be connected to the foot that leads to the leg that's up to the behind that you got to kiss tomorrow. So y'all, street committee, stop telling people what y'all would do when somebody hasn't did you wrong. Talk reckless to you. And y'all talk, oh, I would have done this. No, y'all won't. You won't. Y'all get to say that because y'all want everybody to make it seem like you got empathy. I know a lot of you. Somebody did you wrong when you were younger. You not turning a cheek. I know that's in the Bible. And I said that one time. I said that's in the Bible. I ain't in there. Go ahead, Ocho. Let me know what you think.
The dude used to bully Tracy. I'm assuming back in the younger days.
That's what's being
back in the
reported.
younger days. But he don't owe you nothing. We all got the same 24 hours. It's what you do with those 24 hours you got. Obviously, Tracy did his thing, and obviously his didn't work out. Being homeless, I think his approach could have been a little bit different. His wording, the way he was talking. But obviously, whoever it was, is somebody from New York, and you know how New York folk talk. That's how they talk, and he still has not really animosity, but still has that bully mentality, and you can tell by the way he's talking, even though he's not in that.
Boy, I'm homeless. Boy, I'm homeless.
I'm homeless, boy. Man, he don't. Hey, he don't owe you nothing. He don't.
Yeah, at that point, like you said, unless there's more to the relationship that we don't know about, no. Unless they've been friends up until recently or something, I don't know. But yeah, it's a lot. Like you said, you're not entitled to other people's money. That's just the bottom line.
That's what it is. It's insane. Shout out to my one brother that made it to the NFL. I got to see the terrors and horrors he had to go through as far as people feeling and acting as if they were entitled to his hard-earned money. Like, they don't be asking. They be like, let me get. That's not asking. That's demanding. Like, absolutely not. Money don't seem to really change the folk that acquire it. Once you give somebody the money they always wanted, they just become who they want to be. But money do change the people around them. It's unfortunate.
And shout out to Richard. He says Tracy Morgan bully received his effects from those negative causes against another human being.
That is it. That is all, OG.
He don't owe you nothing. That's why you're approaching asking for help. It has to be sincere. It has to be sincere.
Yes.
He still got that mentality like he's still the goddamn bully.
Because he looking at it like, Tracy, you got money. Forget everything that I may have said. Forget everything that I may have done. Since you're in a position to help, can you help me?
Hell no.
Let me ask you a question. In the process of asking him for money, did you ask for him to forgive you for what you've said or what you've done?
Obviously, you didn't forget.
You see, people, you people quick to say, well, you so well off, and I am, and I'm a very forgiving person, but you have to approach me
and that's what makes me think is more to it. There's no way Tracy looked at him and can remember this guy from 40 years ago. He must have known him all this time. Like, he's probably given him money before, but he like, not today. Like, they probably had some dealings. They seem pretty familiar, but you ain't entitled to my money. So yeah, don't work like that.
Y'all don't get it. It's no human wants to put money, time, and resources into delaying the inevitable or just flushing it down the toilet. Because when you borrow once, you're gonna borrow twice, 3 times, 4. Don't stop. Like, what are we working towards? You know what I mean? Like, I love helping folks, but where are we going with this? Is it what's going to be next week? Every Friday you need $50. Like, when are we getting to a stop? And somebody homeless? What we doing? I'll get you a sandwich, but I ain't giving you funds. I'm not doing this.
Man, and shout out to Mr. Incredible. He says, humility goes a long way. If dude would have humbled himself, apologized, maybe Tracy would have had compassion on the brother.
Ain't no maybe, Mr. Incredible. He for sure right on. Tracy is stand-up brother, man. He would have.
Right way. I get the same thing. Hey, man, take a picture with me.
Please?
Oh, I got to take this picture because they ain't going to believe. I say, my man. I say, ma'am, sir, is that how you approach somebody? That you want someone to do something for you? You tell them they got to do this or you going to do that? I say, so if I came up to you and says, you going to do this, you going to do that, how would you feel? You right, I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
But this notion that Tracy owes him something because he's a little down on his luck is just not true. If Tracy chose to give him something out of the kindness of his heart, that's more power to him. But Tracy said, I remember you. You used to bully. That's what he said. Now, I don't know if it's true or not. I wasn't there. I'm just going by what Tracy said and what we heard in the video. You used to bully me. Oh, I know that was back then. Boy, I'm homeless.
Boy, what you want me to do about that, boy? Mm-mm. Ain't no. Damn, that's messed up too. That's messed up. You got to be more careful. You got to be more careful how you treat people, huh? Especially when you're young, because you never know when you got to cross that bridge again. You never know when you cross
You
paths
stepped
again.
on the toes. What is toes on, Ocho? A
Yeah.
foot. What's a foot connected to?
Mhm.
Leg. What that leg lead to? Butt.
Yeah.
The toes you step on today might be on the foot, connected to the leg that leads to the butt you got to
Don't
kiss
burn
tomorrow.
them.
My grandma used to always say, boy, be careful how you treat people.
And I'll say, yeah, because I don't think it was that bad. It's just the fact that there was paparazzi around, there was cameras and lights. This kind of stuff goes on daily. You got crackheads and bums that ask people for money all day long and get rejected. It's just the fact that it's in front of Madison Square Garden, paparazzi and cameras. It was a bad look. So that's another thing for Tracy. He got to understand the imagery sometimes and the perception. Maybe he could have did something differently in front of them cameras. Don't know.
There you go. Was okay. We do have a less than desirable outcome, so we got to analyze it. What could he have done? Maybe made light of it, because he got serious. He got triggered. He said, no, you don't understand. He used to bully me. No, F that. I ain't give you nothing. Ain't my fault. But that's just Tracy. Like, that's him. But nevertheless, what's going to be the fallout? I don't think there will be any. It's just something to talk about. There's something to talk about because this is Tracy Moore. You ain't gonna hurt his bread. Tracy, a real solid, wholesome. You're a good dude, man. Real good character. A little slow, just like me. But yeah, this ain't gonna hurt his brand. So, but yeah, the optics don't look good. But so what? He was a bully.
Be careful how you treat people because you never know who you'll ask to hand you your last drink of water. That stuck with me.
I don't burn no bridges on.
You never know who you will ask to do something. Just because you're in a more favorable position today doesn't mean you'll be in that same position tomorrow. I try to treat everybody right, Ocho. I really do. I don't bother nobody. Try to stay in my own place, in my own lane. There are a lot of stuff that's going on. I don't care to talk about it because that ain't my business. But to treat somebody a certain way, and because God has blessed them, you falling on hard times, and to feel that person owes you something.
No.
My grandmother gave my brother, sister, and I everything but life. My grandma didn't want us to do anything for her. We'd have to sneak her out of the house to buy a refrigerator, sneak her out of the house to buy a wash and dryer. Libby, that's them boys' money. Libby, we don't need nothing. What you mean? Me and Spank ain't even in this position if it's not for you. So that is the only person I feel like I owe somebody something. So for a person to treat me less than because maybe you're a little bigger, maybe you're in a little more favorable position, now the roles get reversed. Remember, Ocho, the people that you meet going up, sometimes you'll meet the same people all the way back down. You ever been on the elevator, Ocho? You going up, they say, no, I'll wait. And guess what? You go right back down. They're still right there.
God got a mysterious way.
I don't get it.
Oh, here's my question. All right, devil's advocate. Is there power in Tracy handing him money? All right. There's power. This guy's begging, granted. Is there power in Tracy looking and acknowledge, like you said, acknowledge it. Crack a joke or two and hand him $20. Nothing. Like this dude, you feeding him. That's powerful.
There you go, Mr. X. See, there you go. That takes a certain amount of healing. Obviously, there's still a bit of scar there. Tracy's like, F you. There was animosity there. Like, no, you bullied me. But if you like, life is good. This homeless nigga used to bully. Like, I can't even recall, the bad feelings of dealing with you. Here's $100. Go have yourself a big burger on me. There you go. I like that. That's much more effective because guess what? One thing this homeless guy knows, he still is living rent-free in Tracy's mind. If not, at least a little while. Come on. Nope. I remember you. How you doing, man? Hope things going well for you. Here's $100. Bye. Give him no energy. Tracy gave him energy. Told y'all about that.
Now you're in a favorable position. You go like, okay, yeah, that's what I do. Well, if that's the case, go do that to your mom and dad that you hadn't spoke to in 15, 20 years. Go do that to a sibling that you hadn't done in 15, 20 years. Go do that to your child. So while you talking about that you would do this for a total stranger, go do that for a family member. Go do that for a loved one, someone that's been in your life, and maybe you had a falling out. Things happen. Family members sometimes fall out, but I'm telling you something about Ocho Sharp. My grandma used to say, boy, teeth and tongue will fall out. Because you know what happened, Ocho? You will bite your tongue, your teeth bite your tongue, tongue and teeth get mad at each other. They might not speak. But O'Shannon Sharp, Libby Sharp, and Sterling Sharp, that ain't going to happen. Because for the longest, that was all we had was each other.
I can't stand shit.
I don't get it.
Yeah, he got all these country ass one-liners. You know what I'm saying, Ocho? It's like you might stub your toe and get a headache. And then, you know, you're hungry. You want Jell-O. You know, sometimes, Ocho, you go to McDonald's and sometimes you want seafood. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just talking, Ocho.
You know how I be. You know how I be, Ocho. You know, the same folks you meet on the way up. You're going to meet on the way down like an elevator. Hey, Ocho. Yeah, been on the elevator? Of course he's been on the dang elevator. Shout out to Ugg. I get it. He trying. He growing. I see you. But yeah, I got thrown out by Ugg. He doing his best. He doing his best.
I don't. I'm a very humble person. I help people when I can. I don't speak about the stuff that I do because that's not what God put on my heart to do, to tell you what I've done for someone in specific. And I always give specific instructions. When Shelly sends money somewhere or does something, Mr. Sharp says, do not let anybody find out, because if he does, it won't happen again.
I mean, you know, a lot of people walk around, you know, entitled to something. Always. You put all the work in, people you've grown up with. Sometimes it's people you.
Well, let me tell you this, Ocho. My grandma always told me, if you will sleep with a fish, you will sleep with a dog. And if you sleep with a dog, dogs don't like cats. And cats go, wow. So don't sleep with a fish.
I love Southern sayings. Well, shout out to this conversation here. Gotta have some balance. How's it perceived? Me and Miss X, we country as heck. We backwoods country for sure, by every stretch of the imagination. Nevertheless, you got to be able to show a little intelligence, which delightful ignorance, I guess. But yeah, like what's that saying in Ray? Scratch a lie, find a thief. It's country as heck, but it's true. A person that lies to you, yeah, they also will steal from you for sure, and they will delete you or cause deletion. So it's some wisdom to those old country sayings. Shout out to
You've associated yourself with, sometimes not even real friends. They're a friend of a friend, and they're comfortable enough to be able to ask you. You know, sometimes people approach you the right way when in need, you know, and asking for a favor. But many people are self-entitled and feel that because they associate with you, you owe them something, and then put in no work.
Let me ask you a question, Ocho. Who your best friend? That's not a fan. Your best friend.
Best friend, like literally best friend?
Yeah.
Not you.
Probably T.O. or T.J. One or the other.
I look at my friends like this, Bucket and Burns. They're my two best friends. I think everybody knows that. I look at the situation like this. If the roles were reversed, they were in my situation, and I was in theirs, they would do for me like I do for them.
Definitely T.O. or T.J., yeah.
Ask yourself that question. If the roles were reversed, they had and you didn't.
In a heartbeat, yeah.
There's your answer.
In a heartbeat.
There's your answer.
And there you go. Shout out to Unc up here spreading wisdom. All right, we're going to let him live for tonight with his country twang. But back to Tracy Morgan, you know, and giving. It is Black History Month. It's Black History Month, Tracy. You could have set the month off on a good tone and don't know.
Don't know what your daily itinerary, involved, but yeah, could have had a little conversation with him. True. We talk about it, folks. If you are on the pedestal, whether you put yourself there or society has, acknowledge that pedestal. There's perks and responsibilities that come with it. Shout out to celebrities. You can't move like everybody else. Shout out to Cameron. He talked about it, you know, and he a street dude. You gotta move a certain way. And it is what it is. The camera's always watching.
Man. And shout out to ATL Honey with the super sticker.
Appreciate you, ATL Honey.
And Mr. Pitts come through with a fireball, says that part. People will place you in a position to make you act on emotions. Emotions will make you act out and look egregiously bad.
That's all I'm saying, brother.
Appreciate you. And Kim Netter says, hey, Ocho, you turn an 8 upside down and it's still an 8.
There you go. 8 always gonna be 8, whether it's upside down or straight.
Yeah. He was like, listen, Ocho, my grandma always told me if a man would put sugar in his grits, he would drive a car with no brakes.
Oh, I like that one. Shout out to a child. Oh, they about to get us.
But nonetheless, we're going to put Tracy and all these guys in the sub for tonight.
There you go. Do better, Digits.
The passengers of the doomed Titanic sub spent their last moments in total darkness looking for bioluminescent creatures out of the small window and listening to their favorite music. The new details of the 5 passengers' final moments have been revealed by the wife and mum of the father-son duo.
Wade in the water, wade in the water, diamond wade in the water. Something's gonna trouble the water. You better wade in the water. Yeah, man.
Shout out to passing down more wholesome parts of our culture, old Southern sayings, and you know, just our history, man. It feeds the kids. You know what I mean? It's empowering. And shout out to the chat. We ain't country. That's crazy. We ain't nothing. I know growing up, Mr. X, we love thinking we lived in a city, but then we became men and matured and said, you know what? We live in a hole in the middle of the woods, and now we don't. We live in the forest, man.
That part. So here we go. We're going to keep it moving. Y'all see the title of the show? We talking about Black history versus Black madness. Who's really for us? We're going to take a quick detour. Since we had Unc and Ocho, we're going to talk NFL real quick. And it's Black history. And it's about no Black coaches were hired this offseason. All right, so we talked about this a week or so ago about the Rooney Rule and some of this stuff about Black folks not being in positions of power in the NFL. And of the 10 coaches vacancies this offseason, no Black coaches were hired, drawing backlash from several league reporters and former players. So you see these lists of guys here. Even the Steelers hired this guy who's been washed up. They keep recycling. These guys will get fired from one place and then hired at another place. And it says 10 vacancies, not one Black hire, one Black OC. We got a pipeline problem, former NFL Darius Butler said. Says they have been brutal this cycle for diversity of coaching efforts. So yeah, here we are. None.
Yeah, listen here. This here, I believe, is a byproduct of the new regime in power. Yeah. You know, there's I'm pretty sure everybody feel all of the folks in charge now feel more empowered to keep on giving their buddies and compadres the position. Because the money and power now, who y'all gonna whine to? Ain't nobody gonna care. Huh? It's wicked. I don't like it. Ain't fair. It is what it is. It's sick. It's racism.
Yeah. So the NFL is the good old boys. Yeah, I have a great disdain personally. I'm not a fan, you know, used to be, grew up on it. You know, it was just product of our environment. We all in the sports and all that. But once I started knowing better, I did away with it. Once you see how corrupt they are, like if you saying you stand on something, you should not be supporting the NFL, in my opinion.
I play football. I identify football as a form of daggone mandingo fighting. It is. It makes no sense to me. You got all of these big, brutal, brutish, powerful men out here. They're not wasting their time because that's the allure, right? There's riches afoot, money, but the chances of a single talented black man making there, he got a better chance of hitting a Powerball. These specimens that make it, they are truly that. Shout out to the brother Hunter on the who's that? The Jaguars. Travis Hunter. These brothers dang there ain't human. Dating a whole nother story. But as far as being a physical specimen, these brothers need to be somewhere in charge, leading communities. I truly believe the NFL, NBA, all these places where men can get rich and have a chance to help their families are just distractions from what we really could be doing.
And there you go. I think it's a double-edged sword. I told y'all about this a few months ago. If you are excellent, I have no problem with people playing sports. It's the people that waste time that could be doing other things, which is about 90% of everybody else. So, granted, it teaches lessons and whatnot, but, you can play it, but you should not be all in on it. You should not graduate from high school and not know what direction to go because you ain't playing football, or even after the football season, because the season will be over in November and December. A lot of kids be ready to drop out of school after the football season because they don't want to go to school. They ain't here for that. No scholarships are coming. It's over. It's time to go to the block.
Been there. I got a article in Sports Illustrated talking about my last high school days. I knew, the dangers that were ahead of me. I had the displeasure, seeing my brother Gavin X out there doing this thing. I was either going football, Marines, or to the streets. Desperate. And that's a lot of kids. A lot of kids ain't trying to go to the military. So yeah, we got to put education first. I was a victim out there.
So here we go. We talking about no black head coaches. Shout out to Rachai. He says, I did that once, Gavin X, in an old pickup truck in the 70s, Flintstone version brakes.
Whoa, what do you know about that Flintstone there, Rachai? I got some stories for you.
So there you go. So shout out to Rachai. You put the sugar in your grits and all that. As far as this, I'm going to bring Ocho and Unk back up, and obviously they're going to weigh in on this.
With 10 head coaching jobs filled, but only one minority candidate, Commissioner Roger Goodell said the league would take a closer look at the Rooney Rule, throw it in the trash. I think we've become a more diverse league across every platform, including coaching, but we still have more work to do. There got to be more steps. We're reevaluating everything we're doing, including the accelerator program, including every aspect of our policies in our program to meet the challenges of today and tomorrow rather than yesterday. We need to be looking at, and why did we have these results this year? Goodell said that every team was Rooney Rule compliant in the head coaching cycle, and that he believes every team with a head coach opening exceeded the Rooney Rule this year by interviewing more than the requisite 2 minority candidates. Robert Saleh, whose Lebanese descent, was the only minority candidate to land a top job with no other black head coaches hired. It was the 5th time since the Rooney Rule was instituted that there were no black head coaches were hired during an off-season training cycle. You can put all the rules in place that you want to.
It don't matter.
I'm going to hire who I want to hire.
My point exactly. I don't know why we keep going through. We keep having to jump through hoops. We keep having to jump through hoops, and they keep showing you we don't want to. They put these rules in place just to have something to abide by. Here goes some rules just to make you happy. Whether you qualify for the job or not, they don't want you in those positions and being leader of men. They just don't. And the positions that they do give you is teams that are not that good, and your lease is going to be too goddamn short. And you're going to get fired. They just like, here, damn, so we can shut everybody up. If they don't want you in those positions, why do we continuously fight and argue and claw and scratch to be where they don't want us?
There you go. So we love the sport, man. I get it. It's funny looking at myself now. Like I said, I used to be a huge football fan, all in, watching all the games, doing fantasy football, playing Madden, all of it, coaching it, all of it, all in. Couldn't tell me nothing, but I don't watch it at all. I can't tell you the last time I watched a football game. I don't have cable, none of that. Don't tune into it. I'm not aware who's in the draft, but it's still a thing, and it makes money. It changes lives. It changes families forever. So that's something to be acknowledged. So we can't look at these guys on the screen now, Ocho and them. They forever changed because of football. But for every one of them, there's 1,000 young men fall to the wayside.
There you go. Tens of thousands that fall to the wayside. The Ochos, the Shay Shays, they are exceptions. And that's why I said have a chance at getting rich. A chance, not even a probability, a chance at riches and wealth. Because we know we all have seen the 30 for 30s, where these guys will lose everything. Most of these guys, they have no type of financial discipline or education, and they blow through that bread. They done made shows and movies about it time and time again. It's sick. So that's what I mean. Like, yes, that's why I say it's a distraction. It's a hoax because only the few elite, and you literally have to be the most elite, one of the most elite specimens on earth. Don't people think people realize this, man? That brother that hurt his leg, that played for I'm trying to remember these daggone teams, the real Miami. Yeah, one of the fastest dudes on earth. Come on, man.
And shout out to Rachel. She says, I said 2 weeks ago, Rooney Rule was a waste of blacks to interview.
You did say that. Shout out to Rachel.
Yes. And like I said, even that's a double-edged sword. So I'll pull this up and we'll dive into this Rooney Rule before I let this video keep going. Shout out to ChatGPT. Where we at here? I'll pull this up. Rooney Rule. All right. Where we at here? We start at the top. I guess they did. The Rooney Rule is an NFL hiring policy that requires teams to interview at least one minority candidate for head coach and senior football operation jobs. At least one minority, not black.
And that's why Unc said a Lebanese man was hired. That counted as a minority. Shout out to my Lebanese.
Or even a woman. They can hire a woman trainer or some woman in the front office. That's minority.
There you go. There are no rules, no laws, zero exceptions made for black people in this country. I see that. Can we just acknowledge that we, at the core, we are hated? Just move accordingly. They never gonna like us. They never are.
So here we are. Keep going. It says where it came from. Adopted in 2003 by the NFL, named after Dan Rooney, lifetime owner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. It was created to address the lack of minority representation and top leadership roles. Says what the role does, it guarantees interviews, not jobs. So that's the first point. Interviews, not jobs.
It consider you. Just come on in. Y'all don't, it makes it, that can make it so much more insulting. Come on, man. Somebody got to be triggered. The stress and pressure of applying for this job, you show up and as a minority, especially as a black man, there is a 90% chance I am going here and it's a complete waste of my time. No matter what I do, no matter what I show, no matter my competence, they are not going to hire me. They just go ahead and be coming here. They're going to feed me some good food, overcooked steak, and they never going to call me back. That's got to suck. You muted me.
That part. So let me get this back up. Where we at here? It says, let me get y'all back up. All right. It says guarantee interviews, not jobs. Applies to head coaches, general managers, and certain coordinator executive roles. Aims to widen the candidate pool and reduce closed door hiring. Because before, a lot of people were just being hired soon before they knew the job was open. It's closed door. I'm hiring, my buddy's son. He's coaching now.
They do the same thing with real estate. Since I just learned that new term, closed door. Closed door real estate. Shout out to some of these old wealthy neighborhoods in the Pittsburgh area. Some of those houses don't ever go for sale. They about to put these houses on the market so you can move next door to them. Nope. This going right next to my buddy Bill. Yeah, my buddy Bill retiring from NASA. Not you.
There we go. And it says what it does not do. It does not require teams to hire minority candidates, only interview. It does not set quotas. So there's no quotas. and it does not override team choice. So I can bring in 1,000 black people and one white guy, and I'm gonna choose whoever the hell I want.
And there's no law or rule that says you can't. That's what I said. You're gonna be the only black guy there, and it's a joke. They will be laughing in your face, and they know they ain't gonna hire you just here, just so they can take a couple pictures and file it away, so they get their tax break.
It's wicked. It says how it evolved. It expanded over time to include more roles. Teams can now receive draft pick incentives for developing and promoting minority coaches, executives. Still heavy debate for effectiveness versus optics.
It's all optics. It's all optics. In its wording, it's all optics. You just got to consider. You don't have to hire. You just got to have them walk through the door, shake their hand, and tell them go home. That is it.
Here we go. It says the big debate, real talk. Supporters say it opens doors for that were previously shut. And critics argue that it often leads to check the box interviews without real intent to hire. It says, especially when decisions feel pre-made, closed door hiring.
It is closed door. Why? They got to get to the root of the daggone problem. Oh, well, if they're not qualified, stop. They're not even considering them. Shout out to Mike Tomlin. Tell you, the pressures of a black man, every black man that's in a high-ranking position, you are setting a standard. Like, shout out to Mike Tomlin, man. The standard is the standard.
Man, so here we go. Right now, we're talking about these coaches that's been hired. All right, I'm going to keep going down this list. The Rooney Rule. It says, we asked ChatGPT, break down the hiring stats before and after Rooney Rule. All right, the Rooney Rule was introduced in 2003. All right, so before that, it says NFL teams hired 21 coaches between 2000 and 2002. Only 2 were black. That's 10%. Historically, even going back decades, black coaches were extremely rare. We must understand, people, before the Rooney Rule, there was only 5 head coaches in NFL history. Let that sink in.
5 black ones?
Black. There has been only 5 black head coaches before 2003. I'm sure y'all can name 2 of them, but some of y'all might know them all. There's only been 5. There was only 5 black head coaches before they put the rule in. They said, look, 5. Since in 80 years, there was only 5 black head coaches from between 1923 and 2003.
Listen, man, I look deep into these situations. You about to be the second, the first, third, fifth black head coach in history. The demands, the weird things they try to do to you. If you're gonna be part of these clubs, they got to have some kind of blackmail stuff on you. It just seems to be that way, allegedly. I don't want those kind of pressures. Integrity compromise is what I'm talking about. Bless them.
So I'm gonna get to the 5 here in a minute. All right, it says after the Rooney Rule 2003, early effective few years after the Rooney Rule, it saw an initial rise in black head coaches. By 2006, it had climbed to 22%, and before the rule was at 6%. So 2002 was at 6%. By 2006, 4 years later, it was at 22%. So it was effective early. Like early on, people was buying into it. These guys was getting interviews that they never got, and they was getting hired. But then we're going to keep going down this rabbit hole, all right? It says the rule worked early, but long term, all right, by 2018, there were only 2 black head coaches. So we go almost 20 years, there was, when the rule started, by 2018, there was only 2 coaches out of 31 teams.
There you go. It was pandering. It was just elite pandering. The words, I never seen the wording. Shout out to you, Mr. X. Elite pandering. There was no demands or there was no, you just got to let somebody walk in the door. It was written so loose. Let them come in, shake their hand, have a cup of coffee with them. That is it. That's consideration. Take a picture and send them home. Thank you. You are helping end racism.
So yeah. So here we are. All right, where we at? More recent data. 2025, it shows about 7 minority head coaches, across the 32 teams. Fewer might be expected. But it says some analysts show that, where we at? Increase. Trying to get to the meat of this. ESPN. Across 25 seasons, here we go. Across 25 seasons, all right? There are 31 out of the 173 head coaching hires were Black from between 2000 and 2024. So that was 25 seasons. That's 18%. So it was an 18% Black head coaching hiring in the last 25 years.
Okay. It is progress. It's progress. What should the number be? That sounds like something. I don't know.
Well, before the rule, it was like 6%.
Yeah.
So now it's at 18. Well, people say it should represent the players. If the players are 70% of the league, well, at least 50% of the coaches should represent that.
Yeah, sounds good, don't it? Those are positions of power, man. White man don't care to be the entertainer, the player, the athlete. He wants to own the athletes. He wants to own the workers.
And that's what we got zero. We got zero representation at the top.
Zero. Big fat zip. Good luck. If you ninjas want to own something, you got to be in coordination with someone else. You got to be a partner. Yeah, you can own 1/4 ninja, but you ain't about to own majority. Show nothing right out. But shout out to the rule. Shout out to melanated folks. Even though it was pandering, even though they were just trying to pander, and we showed out and showed that we qualified. I'm sorry, not sorry. I don't believe this rule was made to really make a difference. Just the fact that we got our foot through the door, we got the jobs. Salute to them, brothers.
So here we are. I'm going to keep going down this. Yes, the Rooney Rule opened doors that were closed before 2003, particularly early on, but its long-term effects on actually increasing minority head coaches has been limited. The number of minority head coaches has we had no consistency increase over time. He says, and it may result, many recent seasons remain far below the player population, like we were saying, far below. So if the players are representing 65, 70 or more percent, you got 6% head coaches in some cases. That's crazy.
I get it. Same balance. I get it. Yeah, shout out to you, Mr. X. I definitely learned something. Shout out to the Rooney Rule. Again, it was just pandering. It was pandering. But you know what? That's the power of melanated folks, man. That's why I love being Black, because I believe there's just some magic to us, man. Then that rule was not really made to get those men, those hardworking, qualified men hired. But so they just got one foot in the door. That's all we ask as a people. The more ambitious of us, give us a foot in the door. We'll do the rest. So with that being understood, shout out to the Rudy pandering rule.
So here we go. I'll pull this back up. I see y'all been guessing in the chat. So before we get back to this video, there's only been 5 Black head coaches before 2003, pre-Rooney Rule. All right. We got one. We got Fritz Pollard. Y'all see Fritz Pollard here. He was the old coach back in the day. He was coaching in 1921 to 1923. He was the first Black head coach in NFL history. After him, it was a 58-year gap before they hired another Black man.
Golly. Holy cow. Yeah, what was that year? Yeah, shoot, man. Was they still wearing leather helmets? They probably still had strange fruit back then. Yeah, my goodness. Yeah, blessings to those men.
So we start with him. Then we go on to Art Shell. Shout out to the brother Art Shell. He's a legend out there and for the Raiders. He played for the Raiders, I believe, and he went on to coach. He was a head coach from 89 to 94. He was the first black head coach in modern Super Bowl era.
Awesome. Shout out to the brother Art Shell. There you go.
So he a big old brother. I believe he's an offensive lineman, dude like 6'8", I believe.
There you go. Big old brother on that sideline demanding respect.
There you go. And the third head coach from 1992 to 2001, multiple playoff appearances, my guy, Dennis Green. They was who we thought they was, and we let him off the hook. All right.
Okay. Everybody remember that epic clip.
So this is him. He coached up there in Minnesota. He coached Randy Moss. All right. Chris Carter, Randall Cunningham, them guys. For one, he did his thing.
There you go. Shout out to the brother. The next one, baby. This is my man. Bring him up.
Who? No, whoa. Before we get to him, Ray Rhodes.
Okay.
This is the one that a lot of folks don't know about. Where Ray, I don't know if they even got a picture of him up here. Ray Rhodes was a coach, I believe, for the Eagles from 1995 to 98. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. Ray Rhodes. All right. 95 to 98. And then last but not least, like Mr. Walker was saying here, they don't have his picture either, but Tony Dungy. Tony Dungy was hired. He was a head coach in 2002. He was hired the year before the Rooney Rule was instituted. So he later became the first black head coach to win the Super Bowl in 2006.
Yeah! Boom, with who? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, baby. Yeah, that's the only team I ever really cheered for as a kid. There you go. You're Tampa Bay. Shout out to Tony Dungy.
So before the Rooney Rule, people say Rooney Rule was not necessary. There has been plenty more opportunities since. So like I said, 5 coaches in 80 years. All right. It says the importance of this. We noticed, yes, more black head coaches. He says they were extremely rare, often one and done, rarely rehired, almost never followed by another black head coach league-wide. All right. It says NFL began in 1920. From 1921 to 1989, only one black head coach. That was Coach Pollard. All right. He was one and done, they said. It says in 1989 to 2002, only a small handful, never more than 2 or 3 at a time. We let 2 or 3 of y'all in at a time. All right. Meanwhile, the league was majority black players from 1980 and 90s.
Listen here. There's conspiracies and rumors going around saying they trying to bring more non-melanated folks into the NFL and NBA. Huh? They're about to get us up out of there. We ain't as talented as we thought. Psych.
So it says before the Rooney Rule, NFL had black head coaches in nearly 60 years. They hadn't had one. So here we are. I think it was necessary to some degree, but like I said, I'm off the football train. Them people showed their hand. They are who they are. It's a plantation. Do people get rich? Absolutely. But the majority of the players end up broke within 5 years.
Thank you.
So there is no long-term wealth. It's long-term mental issues. There's long-term pain and broken bones and can't walk, can't get out of bed when you're 50. But a lot of these guys end up broke or on the streets homeless or with mental issues. So we just got to call it what it is. If you like to be entertained by it, that's fine, but we got to call it what it is.
There you go. And yeah, like I said, folks ain't gonna stop playing. I ain't trying to, boycott. No, I ain't on that kind of time. Just pray for those brothers. That's what I do. I'm getting old, but I see them brothers out there risking life, limb, and CTE. I just pray, just be healthy, go out there, make it back to your family, and live a fulfilling life, because I seen too much playing. Ain't nothing worse than seeing a young man first year of football camp and he just blow his knee out. You just watch a young man life just drain from him because he like, it's over. It was either NFL or bust. Like I'm not too fond of the sport, but shout out to the Seahawks and shout out to the Super Bowl.
Here we go. Yeah, the Seahawks and the Patriots. Look deeper at these teams. Look at the owners. They all in bed with something crooked, man. So look at the Patriots. Look at Robert Kraft. All right. People, I mean, it is what it is. Didn't he just get caught a couple years ago in the massage parlor with a bunch of Asian women and who knows how old they was? Go look at Jerry Jones and some of these guys. Jerry Jones go look at them old pictures they put up of Jerry Jones back in the 60s. These people believe what they believe. To hell with them.
Amen, amen, amen. It's Mandingo sport. I'm telling you, it's got to be the closest thing to the indentured servant auction. It's got to be. But again, ain't no hate. Brothers, just be smart. Get your bread and go. And that's what's happening. Shout out to these brothers that's playing in a couple of years and they getting their money, buying them some land and living the real American dream. That's why they mad. Be smart. Work smart, not hard, brothers.
So here we are. I'm going to pull this video back up. Hit the like button.
I don't understand. We gripe about the same thing every hiring cycle. Oh, no black people hired. Oh my God, yet again? Oh, we're surprised? Everything. We fuss about the same goddamn thing every goddamn cycle. They don't want us in those positions. Why we continue trying to knock down the door where we're not welcome? My goodness.
I think this is the best part. I don't care. If you're a woman, I'll if necessary, I'll hire 10, 12 women. Black, white, I want the best person for the job. Work hard, be on time. That's my only thing. I ain't got a whole lot of rules. I mean, you ain't got no rules. I mean, the only people that I see is Jordan Ash. Everybody else, they live where they live. But when it's time, when it's time to do what we need to do, we got to get it done. So I don't care. I don't care what your gender is. I don't care what your race is. I don't care what your orientation is. I don't give a damn about any of that. I want the best people in the job.
Yes, sir.
And that part. And like Ocho was hitting on, they don't want people in position. And then you get people out there like, shout out to Dr. Boyce, people like him who been telling black folks, y'all need to start y'all own league, and he been trying to draw it out. What does it look like? He been hard on like LeBron and some of these people. Why don't y'all just start y'all own league? It's not so simple on the surface, like many things, like we see on YouTube and these chats or anywhere. It's too hard to get people on the same damn page. Everybody got their own interests. Your thoughts ain't my thoughts. So your bills ain't my bills. So when it boiled down to it, everybody's not going to be on the same page. So it's easy to tell LeBron to boycott for a year and go, no, but you can't tell a guy at the bottom of the roster who need that money, who bills is due. So, and LeBron and them, they ain't going to start some kind of fun because they probably don't believe in it. So here we are.
There you go. And it is business. So there's got to be a return on this venture somewhere down the daggone line. Sponsors, all that, I get it. And Mr. X hit the nail on the head. It's the young starving wolves, fresh out college or out the hood. You ain't about, they like, man, I ain't never seen $10,000. They about to give me millions. Get out my way, LeBron. That's going to be the energy. Get out my way. Or like you said, Mr. X, put it here. What they going to give me, you give me. That, the levels, that would be beautiful. That would make my soul smile, but the levels of cooperation.
Well, even though LeBron wouldn't do it, he's not going to forfeit his $80 million contract for the year. They won't do it. It's too much money at stake to just uproot everybody. You take all the top athletes, everybody, all the black athletes, say, you know what? We ain't playing for that. We're going to go play for our own league. People will watch, but where the money going? How you going to generate the income? Where the sponsors coming from? These people have monopolies set up. They have whole leagues. They are in bed with Pepsi and Amazon and all these companies, all these sponsors. This is what makes the world go round, sponsorship. So, can they do it? I don't know. It's going to take some of the most brilliant minds to market this and really get all the people to jump ship and go and start their own league.
It's going
and then to say for black folk, no black folk can join the league because white folk don't care. It ain't got to be LeBron James. It can be Krishan, Lames, hell, go out, dear. You can jump high, boy. Go jump. White folks will still be entertained.
Yeah, true. That's true. But you know what? Also, you have to take the rich and influential outside of sports, not just sports players, everybody, the Oprahs, the Tyler Perrys, the John Hope Bryants, all of us. Because like Mr. X said, the monopolies in place. Good luck breaking that. It's going to take power, force, and a lot of influence. That's just a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah. So, like you say, I know the brother Dr. Boyce, he been saying, hey, just start your own league, on the surface, like I say, it's very complex, not so simple. Just the point of get people to leave contracts on the table. You are going to tell these grown ass men to leave hundreds of millions of dollars on the table in hopes of starting something for future generations, because they ain't going to reclaim none of that. So you are telling people to be martyrs and go broke. These are people that eat high on the hog and they live a beautiful life. And you're going to say in the moment, some of y'all might end up back in the hood, but it's for a good cause.
The streets will run red before that happens. Know that.
So difficult.
That's it. That's all I want, Ocho. That's it.
Yeah.
Ocho, hey, Ash, hey, you explain to them what's expected? What? You heard him. What the hell? she told me I'm the only white person on the team. You heard him. What the hell? Yeah, hey. They might try to close me down, but I got too much DEI. I'm the only white person. Mm-hmm. You hired everybody but Jordan. Yeah, 60-person staff. You're the only white person. Yes. Yes, we have. How many women we got? 2. Well, you hired them. Well, theoretically, Real is our staff too. Oh, we count Real, so we got 3. But no, we got to keep fighting, Ocho. It's kind of Ocho. You remember how it was in the 60s? You weren't born in the 60s, but
I was there. I was there. I did my homework. I went to history class. I know what it was like. Come on, talk to me.
It's just too complex at this moment. Like you say, I see some of y'all. You can't really start nothing new. You gotta stop what they have started if you want to break it. You can't. They got a machine. You can't just say like Ice Cube. You can't just start a big 3. No, you gotta take, because you're just using old, recycled, retired players. You got to take the current lifeblood of the leagues. And even then, where are you? Because they got the stadiums. They got the TV rights. Just the bottom line, they got the stadiums. Where are you going to play these games at? You going to rent out the stadium from them? Yeah, see what they going to charge you.
They going to starve you out, and they going to do it. They going to let you know they doing it. You're going to say, hey, we got everything going. We need this stadium. How much is going to be? They'll say, well, since we want to starve you out, make you stop. Shoot, it's going to be $1 million an hour or a minute. Who knows? I'll bill you after you done, Ninja. There you go. You will see. I invoice you. Yeah, there you go. I'm telling y'all, you got to look deep into these things. Like you said, Mr. X, way easier said than executed. The streets will run red before white men give up this empire of sports.
Yeah, to the point where they won't even sell to ninjas. They don't care. It's been plenty of times where ninjas tried to start conglomerates and put money together. No, they won't even sell to you. They won't put you in position of power. They don't care if all your greatest forces, your Jay-Z's and Oprahs and Tyler Perry's, go ahead and start a little group and and try to buy a team. They're going to shut you down. Nope, we're selling to our folk. Keep it wide.
Eventually, you got to go to the folks in charge. And if you ain't willing to do the wild, ungodly things to gain their trust and loyalty, it ain't worth it. I think it's a no-go.
You can buy a fraction. You could buy fractions. Listen, white man, he'll sell you a fraction. You could be an owner. You can buy 0.002% of the team, and you can be an owner. They sell fractions. You can buy the smallest percentage you could imagine. Y'all remember back in the day, there's like Usher owned the Cavaliers, and stuff like that. These celebrities will buy into some type of financial group, where people are putting money up to buy a team, and they say, look, I got 10 million on it. Say, look, 10 million, you could get 0.002% owner.
Listen here, that's wicked. Absolutely not. Yeah, what's the perk? You about to hand over what? $250 million minimum for this fraction of ownership. And what do you get in return? You get a certificate, you get a little box, you get that's kind of dope. You get your own little private boxes, come view, things like that. Absolutely nice. Shout out to 50 Cent. 50 Cent buying his way into NASCAR. He actually got an ongoing lawsuit with NASCAR for similar reasons, as you can imagine. They don't want us nowhere, man. But yeah, there you go. We got to get somewhere where we can get true ownership. I don't know how that starts. I believe if let's get extreme. If all of us took all our talents, say, we done, lose, win, draw, drought, or famine, we stop. We gonna start our own leagues. I believe the United States will wage war on us. I do. They're like, oh, y'all don't want to entertain us? That's all right. Bomb them.
It's wicked.
I think the thing is that even though we only got one, if you considering Robert Saleh, who's of Lebanese descent, as a minority, and he is, but just because we didn't, because think about how many times we got turned away in the 60s with the Jim Crow and Dr. King and so many others that kept fighting, kept scratching just to get a hope. Because I remember it so vividly. My grandfather said, son, you can be anything that you want to, but you're never going to be able to be president because they ain't never letting a black man in that White House. Okay. I believed it too. Well, considering in 250 years, we've only had one.
Again, that's one of those moments. God damn, here, so we can shut y'all up.
Yeah. Because if you think about it, Ocho, they always go back that. You had a black president 2 terms. Well, we've had 45 white presidents.
Oh, listen. If someone continuously shows me, over and over and over and over, we don't want you in these positions. And when they do give you the opportunity to be in those said positions, it's always on a team.
You go to the Jets, you go to Arizona that don't have a quarterback. You go in places that don't have a quarterback, and they know you cannot win long term without a quarterback. Look at Steve Wilkes.
Listen,
look at David Culley. David Culley got the job for 6 months at Houston, Texas. Now they have since D'Amico, and D'Amico's done an unbelievable job. D'Amico has a quarterback. Look at Steve Wilkes. Terrible quarterback, fired after 1 year. Now they bring in Cliff Kingsbury. He gets Kyler Murray. He's able to stay 2, 3, 4 years, whatever the case may be. So without a quarterback, you're not winning. I don't give a damn. Black, white, yellow, purple, Lebanese, Haitian.
And there you go. A lot of stuff is systematic, man, down to the core. Like you said, there's a lot of collusion. They try to, they got some kind of back chambers where they never get caught, but there is collusion amongst the owners. Like, even when you go back to the, Kaepernick situation, all of that, they all working in cahoots. They like, when we say don't do this, we don't do it. Or if we say we only hire the black head coaches at the worst jobs, for the most part, that's what, and you get 6 months, and you end up, 1 in 15, we're going to fire you. The best thing, though, is the coaches' contracts are guaranteed for the most part. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they are guaranteed contracts. So even if they get fired after 1 year, they still be getting paid for the 4 or 5 year, however long they signed that contract for. So, but the owners don't care because that money does not go against the salary cap and it don't hurt the team. And these are billionaire owners. So if he say, if I have to eat $20 million to fire you, I will fire you and I owe you $20 million. I'll see you later. And yeah, that's a common thing. It's unfortunate.
Don't matter.
It doesn't matter. And listen, I love fighting a good fight. I always have. I love fighting a good fight because I've had to fight it as well. But I was able to march to the beat of my own drum. And I understand the power dynamic when those who do the hiring is none of us in there.
Right.
They're not like-minded like us. They don't see what we see. They view it and are more comfortable going with those that look like them.
Right.
It has always been like that, and it will always be like that. And I just don't like the fact that we cry and we holler.
And people got to understand there is a relationship there. So there is a relationship between the coach, the general manager, and the owner of the team. Like, it ain't just coaching football. There's a lot of behind the scene politics. These guys are going dinner and golfing. They are spending time around each other. These old white billionaire owners want to be comfortable. All right. They don't need some ninja that they can't relate to around them. Period. That's just how they feel. Unless you are absolutely guaranteeing results, Super Bowls, and can't nobody guarantee that. So they will rather not hire you unless, you know what I mean, it's a lot of pressure or whatever the case.
There you go. That's the thing too. You know, that's big in the corporate world or any type of occupation where there's a lot of money to be had. How you move up the ladder or progress has a lot to do with how you get along with your co-workers, management bosses, all that. Big time. Shout out to my whole defensive lineman, coach Mike Jacobs, now the head coach for Toledo. Early in his head coaching career, he tried to take me along with him. Just wanted a good time, but shout out to my old coach, man. But I definitely got to see that, how coaches, one head coach would go, and he would bring all his other coaches with him, couple players if he could. It is what it is. So politics heavy in that world.
Man. And shout out to Curtis, became a channel member.
Appreciate your brother Curtis.
And Odd Job says, this reminds me of the XFL, and they did more revolutionary things than the NFL, and they folded.
Yeah, the XFL, it keep going and coming and going.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, you can't create something new. You have to siphon from their talent. These are household names. All right. They done build a brand. You can't just try to build something bigger. You can't reinvent the wheel. All right. They already got the wheel. You got to go take it and, it's like the age of the empire. Go get the relic. You got to go in there and get it. You got to get what they got. They got something that is very powerful.
What are you willing to sacrifice to get it? The street shall run red.
Every time a hiring cycle comes around and say, oh, none of us got hired. Well, no fucking shit. They don't want us in those positions.
Well, we're not in a position. First of all, there are not a lot of us in the position of hiring the head coach.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
How many of us are owners?
None.
How many of us are in positions to do the hiring in general?
I mean, I'm trying to think. Maybe the guy Detroit, maybe the guy Ryan Poles in Chicago. I'm trying to think of black GMs. Holmes, I think Holmes is the guy in Detroit. Poles is the guy in Chicago. Off the top of my head, Ocho, I can't think of.
And even that, though, they're doing the interview. They don't have final say so. How many times have they come up here and say, the owner has selected this head coach. The owner chose this draft pick, Jerry Jones. Like the GM will be like, look, I think we should do this. And Jerry will say, I hear you, but I'm going to do this. I hear you. I hired you to be my general manager, manage my team for me. Come back to me with good feedback. But at the end of the day, it's only feedback. I'm going to make the decisions. Whether it's something you considered or not, I'm going to pull the trigger.
It's a man's world. You see how why men realize that you got to work your way up to get some authority and power so you can do as you please. Hopefully that's for the good of folks. But man gonna do what he want when he get his portion of the King's gold. I ain't mad at it. Don't y'all be mad at it either. Don't hate the players. Don't hate the game. Respect it.
Of any others. Mensa got relieved of his duties. So I off the top of my head, I can't. But we ain't giving up, Ocho.
No. I mean, hey, hold on. Listen, you don't have to give up because listen. Every blue moon, they're gonna give you. Well, damn, here you go. Every blue moon, just to shut everybody up, and that's what they continuously do. Damn, here y'all go. Shut up. That's what they do every time, and we fall for it.
Andrew Barry
every time.
In Cleveland.
Who?
Andrew Barry in Cleveland. It's not going to work, man.
Yeah,
It's just not
I
going
mean,
to work.
it's hard. I love the good fight that we talk about. I love that we want us in positions of power. I love that we want us being leaders of men and being head coaches of football teams. But the situations that they give us, the opportunities that they give us, are not ideal. They're not ideal, and most of the time, your lease is short. Maybe 2, maybe 3 years at most, at best. And after that, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. You're not gonna get anything from me, but Ocho, we can't give up.
Oh no, I didn't say give up. I'm just telling you the bullshit they're doing, and they're doing it right in our face.
Yeah,
they got all these. Hey, listen, they got all these rules in place and all this performative bull jive that make it seem like they really. Come on, man, aren't they playing right in our face? Well, we have rules set in place. Well, we interviewed him. You know, he just wasn't qualified. For us to get most of the time, we overqualified for the job, and they still gonna hire their friend anyway.
True. Somebody
because at that point, it's all on who you know.
Right. And but that's the thing. Like for the Cowboys, I ain't even going there. Jerry ain't putting no black man in no head coach. So I ain't even going there. He tried to have Marvin Lewis coming there. He know that. I mean, just to meet the Rooney Rule. He ain't gonna hire no Marvin Lewis. He ain't hiring no black guy. Not. So I ain't even interviewing for that one. Unless you want a free trip. You want a free trip on a private jet and go to see Dallas. You got some relatives in Dallas. Hey, I'm coming in. I'm interviewing for the Cowboy job. Hey,
trip.
Let's go to dinner, so forth and so on. But other than that, I'm not interviewing in no Dallas.
Oh, I really can't say what I want to say.
That's it. They're going to bring you in, wine and dine you, listen to you, tell you how smart you are. And, you know, they're really considering you. And they're going to put you back on that plane and send you home. And then they're going to bring in the guy they want.
See, it sounds like, you know, you could kind of see a silver lining, like Unc said, you know, free flight, nice hotel, all that, the whole shebang. You know, if you ain't married, they might throw you a little coup d'etat that they got established, but you wasting your time. You there for a job and you shall not be considered. So it really ain't no daggone silver lining. To me, it's insulting. I ain't, see what I mean? And they white man wicked. He'll let you kind of know the energy over the phone. You know, come on down, have a good time, you know, share some laughs. And they might even talk about the job.
Wicked work. Well, that's the NFL, people.
And I love topics like this. I really do. And most of the time you think, you know, I play around a lot, I entertain, I have jokes, I make fun of a lot of stuff. But you can tell by my voice and my tone is I hate the game that they play. And the fact that people can't see the game that they play instead of peeling back all the layers on how they do us purposely. No, you don't worry about it. I don't want to piss off the wrong people.
Hey,
it's all a game, huh? It's all a game. And I'm not sure how we can't see it. We continue arguing, then you say, "Oh, Ocho, you are the problem." No, I'm not the fucking problem because I'm not in position to be doing the goddamn hiring. Because
no, I ain't. No, we might be. We are the problem because we keep bringing it up. We're just not in a position to be the solution.
Da-da.
And y'all keep talking about, qualified. I don't know if y'all noticed, but there's a lot of people that's in important positions today that's running a lot of stuff that ain't qualified, ain't nearly qualified.
And let me ask you a question. And how are they getting those jobs?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now.
The people that I knew, yes, it's easy.
You got to be plugged in. Nepotism. All right. Ain't about what you know, it's who you know. It's unfortunate. We got to get in more positions of power. You know, like he said, look at the mayor up there in New York. The guy said he never had a job in his life. Never. He has no employment, but he's the mayor. You know, this is the stuff. Nepotism. So they don't have to have experience. It's unfortunate.
There you go. Shout out to Joe Biden's son. And he running something over in Africa, smoking crack rocks.
Yeah, then he said you get some of these NFL guys, they are overqualified. You are talking about guys who may have played in the NFL for 15 years, maybe damn near a Hall of Famer. He's been assistant coach for the last 15 years. You know, he got a wealth of knowledge, but they say you ain't smart enough. It's stereotype.
Big time stereotype. It's a couple man, it's too many to name. Retired black athletes that could be head coaches. You know, I got a bias. I think Warren Sapp could be a head coach. You know, as long as he stay healthy, pretty intelligent, got a good mind for the game. It's a bunch. It's a bunch. All these too many retire. If you are a great player, you know, like they are, you can work your way up to head coach. Defensive court. That's the thing. There you go. Defensive coordinator, you know, offensive coordinator. These should be shoe-in positions. Come on, man. Ray Lewis as your defensive coordinator. What are we talking about?
I mean, essentially, that's it. Because when it come down to it, your head coach got to be a leader first, a leader of men, you know, respectable. He doesn't necessarily have to be the greatest coach as far as X's and O's, you know, as far as being a coordinator. He can hire people. He can hire a defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator. You putting people in position, and your job is to manage all these coaches and all these players and make the right decisions.
Man, listen here. Ray Lewis could get me to try to run through a brick wall right now with that fire that brother got. Come on, but like you said, that's power. They know that. What they tell Malcolm, no one man should have all that power. They know what they do.
Yeah.
Come on now.
The people that I knew, yes, it's easy. Did I think Ash could do the job? Yes. Was this job ever open to anybody else? No. No, it wasn't. I ain't finna sit here and lie to you. CJ, my producer at Club Shay Shay, I knew CJ. I worked with CJ at Fox. Was that job open to anyone else? No. That's how it works. 85% of the jobs are never listed. Hey, Ocho, man, they got a job opening over here. You know somebody looking for a job? Yeah, now that you mentioned it, yeah. Okay. Have them to give me a call.
Hey. What he
That's normally how it works. That's nepotism. So I'm either going to hire somebody I'm directly related to or one of my friends' kids or somebody I know. That's where it's going to start, my immediate circle. And then if I can't fill the position, we got no choice but to go outwardly. But most people going to start home base, you know, my kids, my family, brother, sister, cousins, maybe, you know, like I said, Mr. Walker got kids. I'm going to check, see if his kids want the job before I put that anything out.
There you go. Why? There is a reason behind this, and it's not emotion and because I like you. No, it's deeper than that. It's because via our friendship, our relationship, we have come to an agreement that we have a shared common interest. We think alike, whatever we have a shared common interest, whatever that looks like. And I know that we can work together. That's huge. You can bring in somebody that's qualified. I've seen it being a player. I went through 3 defensive line coaches in college, and I was at the same college the whole time. If you can be a great coach, but if you don't get along with other coaches, you got to go.
That part. So we went through this coaching cycle in 2026. 10 jobs were out there. 0 black coaches. We got the one guy at the Titans, which is Robert Saleh, which he is a recycle. Just go through these names. He was only minority hire. He's like Middle Eastern or wherever they say he is. And he's got some brownish skin. All right. He ain't all the way white. And look at these coaches. John Harbaugh. He with the Giants. He just got fired from the Ravens, got a new job. Robert Saleh, he was coaching with the 49ers and somebody else. He got fired a couple times, got a new job. This Kevin Stefanski, he just got fired from the Cleveland Browns. He was horrible. He was having all them problems with Deion Sanders' son. They was beefing. He get fired. He get hired in Atlanta. This Jeff Hanley hired. Mike McCarthy with the Steelers that you see here. He was coaching in Dallas like 2 years ago. Fire. He was coaching in Green Bay. Fire. Here we are. He get another chance with the Steelers. Joe Brady, Todd Monken. These guys are coordinators. Clint Kubiak. He's the son. I think his daddy name is Gary Kubiak. His daddy was a head coach. Now his son is Clint. Now he come up through the ranks. Nepotism. His son is now the head coach of the Raiders. So y'all must understand how this works.
Yeah, I get it. You meet the son of the man you done work with, play for, whatever the case may be. Come on, Mr. X son. Your father told you how we do things around here, right? Yeah, I don't have to explain everything. He done already brought you up to speed, right? There you go. There's a reason for nepotism. At the very same time, we can identify how we could come across unfair. Shout out to the Rooney Rule, but it is what it is. Shout out to Unc. Even he acknowledged, and we do too. We all would most likely be guilty of nepotism if we were in the position too. Huh? Shout out to SBC Nation. I'll be trying to hire y'all ninjas. Come on, Project Leroy. Come be defensive coordinator.
So here we are. With that being said, we're gonna take the entire NFL to the pit. Boo!
Madness. Fuck is you talking about?
This is Sparta!
You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to hide. You gotta count your blessings. You're sitting at the table. You hear me? Ooh, child, things will get brighter.
Shout out to sports. Shout out to the positive aspects of sports. The lessons that it teaches, the resilience that it, teaches. Shout out to it.
All that. So here we go. We're going to keep it moving.
If you're just coming into the room, take a second, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Also, to support the channel, hit the Cash App, hit the Super Chat. Please and thank you.
Please and thank you.
We're going over here. Y'all see the woman here on the thumbnail? Nicki Minaj. We're going to talk about this. Black History, Black Madness. Y'all see what was been going on with Nicki? All right, she been at the White House doing her thing. And she says, welp. She put this on Twitter, said, welp. And she got her the Trump gold card. Did she paid $1 million for her citizenship? Well, that's what it cost. So the Trump gold card cost $1 million, but I believe Nicki says she didn't pay anything for hers. So she said it was free. Yeah, free.
Watch your mouth, because ain't nothing free. This is white Viking warlord headquarters. You are in talking about some shit. Some stuff is free.
So here we go. She posted this. She says residency. She says the COPE is coping, finalizing the citizenship papers as we speak, as per my wonderful, gracious, charming president. Thank you to the petition. So there was a petition. I think like 12,000 people filed a petition to get her deported. So they've been trying to get Nicki up out the paint. All the people that don't like her, they started a whole petition, like thousands, tens of thousands of people filed a petition to get her deported because they found out she's not a citizen. And she says, and then she's been trying to get her gold card. She says, I wouldn't have done it without you. So Nicki saying, if y'all wanted to snitch on her, she wouldn't even had to do it because people thought she was a citizen. Then they found out Nicki ain't a citizen. And she says, oh, citizen Nika, she says, gold Trump card free of charge.
Yeah!
That's what they say on the last line.
I love it. I don't know how the Queen of WAP is all of a sudden involved in high politics. I'm calling this high politics. You're out here hold hands with the ruler of the free world. This is the true rendition of Idiocracy. I've seen only clips, but we hear this is Idiocracy. How in the world, respectfully, shout out to Nicki and her music legacy. We done. How in the world does a Nicki Minaj end up being a political voice? It's kind of scary.
Wicked work. So she up in the White House.
Yeah! Good to see you. Great. See, they forgot I was here now. They came in for We Trump. Still love you, Mr. President. Where did that go fast?
Look at all them good white men up in that Oval Office. And a couple sisters. They got a couple black women, a couple bed wenches. All right, shout out to Nicki. They giving her hugs. We so happy. Look at T Money. We so happy, Nikki. Come get your gold card. All right.
This is wicked. I don't like no parts of this, man. I don't like politics. Like, I don't want y'all acceptance because y'all acceptance comes at the cost of a soul. You want this acceptance? You want that? That's what I'm talking about, a free Trump card. Gee, this is goofy. Your soul, your cooperation, your unwavering allegiance forevermore. Absolutely not.
So here we are. Listen, this is a rabbit hole. This is how it started. We about to mine through this. Make sure y'all hitting the like button. Shout out to this brother here. I gotta get his name. One of y'all tell me in the chat. I'm sure y'all know. Y'all know everything. Shout out to this brother here. He be cooking up here on YouTube. I'll get his name. I'm sure y'all will remind us. Go check him out. I'm gonna tag his channel. Check this out.
You called for Don Lemon's arrest over his church stunt in Minneapolis. He's since called you racist, unhinged, homophobic, and out of your depth. Anything you'd like to say to Don Lemon?
Cocksucker, stop.
So people have been asking me about responding to Nicki Minaj's unhinged, homophobic tweet about me. I usually don't respond to this stuff, but let me just say this. Nicki Minaj, stop talking about for which you know nothing about. This is out of your depth.
Yeah, there you go. Crank Lucas. Shout out to the brother Crank Lucas. That's him. So check him out on YouTube. I'm gonna tag his channel. You out of pocket, Ebony. I thought, but nonetheless. Yeah, Nikki. So what? She called Don Lemon a meat gobbler. All right. Two things is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's married to a man. He's married to a white man. So
yeah. Shoot. Like I said, just because there's a real question. Just because you call someone what they do engage in, does that mean that you are rainbow phobic? I won't feel offended. Oh, Mr. Walker, you kuda kata eater. So,
oh, man. Say this, Nicki Minaj, stop talking about for which you know nothing about. This is out of your depth. By the way, and you are a homophobic bigot. You don't care about African Americans. You're not an African American. From what I know, you are reportedly an undocumented citizen, so you should be deported under Donald Trump's rules. And the other thing is that your family members, you have one family member who's reportedly a sex offender, the other family member, your husband or whatever, a sex offender is your husband, and one of them is reportedly a pedophile. And you have nerve to talk about me and what you think that I do? Nicki Minaj, get a life. Stop being a pick-me. You should have put a pick-me doll on that damn tweet instead of a Chucky doll, because you are nothing but a pick-me. And I choose not to pick you. And so should black people and so should gay people. Shouldn't buy your music. Clock that.
Now, Nicki Minaj just got hit with some real crazy news. But before we get into that, I want to cover Don Lemon because he just got released from jail. Check this out.
Look, I want to thank everybody for their support. It truly means the world to me. I have no idea what's going on because obviously I haven't seen anything. I've spent my entire career covering the news. I will not stop now. In fact, there is no more important time than right now, this very moment, for a free and independent media that shines a light on the truth and holds those in power accountable. Again, I will.
Is that his husband?
I don't think. But Don just got out of jail. All right, this brother was locked up. He probably loved it in there. Hell, they like, Don, you free to go. Free to go? Hell, my man Don was having a good time. But nonetheless, all right, they locked him up for running up in that church. We're not going to necessarily touch on that because that's a rabbit hole. But he went up in that church. And he said he was a reporter. And they said, no, you was a part of the people in there raising hell. And, I don't know. The churches, it's a thin line. You can't go up in no church.
Seriously. This church should be a sacred ground, a sacred place, not to be tainted by lemons, lemonades, and none of the like. Listen here. Don Lemonade was up in that jail like my man Uncle Tom off of Boondocks. He was trying to protect his John Brown hind parts from invasion, or not. But nevertheless, shout out his brother got locked up. He didn't sit in no real jail cell. The folks like this are taken care of. I'm telling you, it ain't what y'all think. Some conspiracies aren't conspiracies. They're just unfortunate truths. Some folks get treated better depending on how much you willing to give up.
Not stop now. I will not stop ever. Last night, the DOJ sent a team of federal agents to arrest me in the middle of the night for something that I've been doing for the last 30 years, and that is covering the news. The First Amendment of the Constitution protects that work for me and for countless of other journalists who do what I do. I stand with all of them, and I will not be silenced. I look forward to my day in court. Thank you all.
All right, Don. You home now. You free. Go ahead, drop that first day out mixtape. Go ahead, drop that first day out freestyle. No, and seriously, this is ridiculous. Like getting arrested for covering the news. So Ron Burgundy ass should be locked up, huh? Damn. Fox News should be all indicted as well. He got arrested for covering the news of a protest. Now, granted, the people that went into that church, that's against the law to go into a church and disrupt the service. He said on camera, I am actively covering this. I'm not participating in the protest. I'm just covering it. That is what a journalist does. They journalize what happened. And I think it's interesting because there's even video of him predicting that he would be arrested. And even before this happened.
It's a thin line with that, like you said. You know, you're running up in there. You should have just stayed outside the church, brother. I guess they was going in there. They said the pastor was an ICE agent. They was trying to, somebody gave them blew the whistle and said, hey, the pastor at this church is an ICE agent. And they went in there while he was in the middle of doing this thing. Hey, you work for ICE, nature. And he like, whoa, what the hell y'all doing? And
No, come on, man. You know why? Because folks of his coalition will get away with this. Yeah, don't anybody get in trouble about that. It's just clicks, views, and money for him. That was it. It was wrong. It was egregious. He said, I wasn't protesting. I was just reporting. Your reporting was a disruption to their service. Folks in there, yeah, they was probably in there passing around the collection plate. You messing up the church's money, Don.
it's too hard to separate at that point. It's like running inside the bank with somebody while they robbing the bank. Say, I'm just in here reporting, and you got a mask on too. And they're like, well, how are we supposed to know? You ain't supposed to be in here doing this.
How does it feel being robbed? You're live.
And I think it's interesting because there's even video of him predicting that he would be arrested. And even before this happened, you know, Nicki Minaj, that's what I call her because she's MAGA now all of a sudden, was one of the people that was calling for him to be arrested. It's funny because she built her whole brand off of the letters, the alphabet people. And now all of a sudden she's against them and calling Don Lemon a sea sucker. But she got her own issues to worry about because apparently that gold card that Trump gave her was bogus as hell.
Trump really played Nicki Minaj, and she didn't even see it coming. Nicki Minaj went online earlier this week bragging about receiving a Trump gold card and being one step closer to citizenship. But it turns out she was completely bamboozled, and here's what people need to understand. Donald Trump created the gold card concept as a way for wealthy individuals like Nicki Minaj to fast track their pathway to citizenship.
Oh. So, Nicki been on one. All right, she got that green or that card. Now they saying it's fake. Now she been online crashing out ever since. She up here going in on the brother Steen and all the stuff going on online. All right, she trying to expose Jay-Z. Nicki thought she got her freedom and she just went off the deep end. He said, your favorite artist has been practicing rituals in satanic cults where they, I mean, come on, Nicki, you ain't the messenger for real. You was right in there with these people. Y'all gotta stop. You can't come out the house screaming. You was in there doing that.
Come on now, Nicki. Yeah, we're going to call these the X-Files, all right? Yeah, most delicate over here. Yeah, here we go.
And Jay-Z, she trying to call Jay-Z a PDF file. he was messing with Leah when he was 26, she was 15. This is Nicki's tweet. He put Jay-Z was 27, Beyonce was 16. She put that on her Twitter. He going to war with Jay-Z right now. I guess he got her locked up in some contract, and she's pissed about it. Jay-Z owned her rights, and Nicki said Jay-Z owes her millions of dollars, and she want her money. So she been trying to dismantle him. So but the thing is, Nicki, like I said, your husband is a PDF file. What the hell is you talking about?
Here's my thing. Listen, I don't agree with taking advantage of any woman, young woman at all. Ain't part of my spirit. Nevertheless, there's what should be happening and what does happen. Since the beginning of time, rich men, no matter what color they flesh was, have been liking these younger women. Elvis Presley, all your greatest entertainers, you just keep naming them. Keep naming them. I don't know nothing about it, but it's observable reality. Like, my point here is, like I said, it's all heinous. That's my first point. Nevertheless, white folks get away with it. Like, if we're going to talk about men taking advantage of young women, like, it ain't stopped. It ain't going to stop. All of these, they currently doing it. It's a thing. I don't know. But when it's black people doing it, we are held at a higher moral standard, and we'll get prosecuted for it. I think the unevenness of it is all weird because, like I said, Elvis Presley, my gosh, it's another one too. Some comedian, look like it's heinous stories.
Well, tons of them. Like I said, this ain't nothing new. You go back, not even celebrity, like presidents. Go look at like Thomas Jefferson.
There you go.
All these people. It's heinous. Yeah, do away with it. Like I said, Nicki is participating in it. Like I said, we can be the messengers, not you, Nicki.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that Woody Allen, Project Leroy. There you go. Disgusting. I'm talking about just what they call that whenever you I forget what the term is. Nevertheless, but they bring these young women up and then they be kids. How in the world can you build a romantic relationship with a young lady that you had to protect? And God dang it, there got to be a line.
And we got some super chat.
Appreciate you, Evie Ray. Because can we just glorify the yams? It brings us together. Well, Nicki's yams is tainted. Appreciate your Unc B streaming. Says Nicki didn't tell a lie about Jay-Z and Foxy Brown and Rihanna to the list too. Also, her husband and brother don't matter because justice was served. Okay, Unc. So they done did their time for their crimes, you say. I hear you. Appreciate your ham dog. Says just got in the chat, but I know Walker speaking facts. So here, ninjas. I appreciate your ham dog.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
So here we go. Back over to Nicki. Like I said, she up here crashing out, and she's trying to get her gold card.
What's grooming? That's the word I was looking for. Grooming. They be grooming them.
To fast-track their pathway to citizenship by paying $1 million or more to the U.S. Treasury. Nicki, however, claims she received the card for free, and now we know why. Because the card she was given is completely fake. But here's where it gets messy. Because the White House just shut her down and released a statement denying that Nicki Minaj ever received an official gold card. As a matter of fact, a White House official told the press the card Nicki Minaj received was nothing more than a memento.
Damn, Nicki. Say it ain't so. So you got to pay $1 million for this shit? Man, listen. What happens if she doesn't become a U.S. citizen? Like, does anything change for her? Let me guess, Trump going to deport her ass too, right? This is sad, man. This is some sad stuff that's going on here. But I'll tell you what. Maybe she can go work for ICE. Since she supports Trump, maybe she can go suit up and boot up and go pull people out their cars. Go out there and put a shiesty mask over her face so she can go do what they doing. I wonder what's going to happen with ICE in the summertime. They still going to cover their face? Nah, no. They actually said that they're going to start dismantling after making mistakes. Some sad stuff here. Let me know what y'all thinking.
You called.
So this is Nicki. All right. She thought she had her gold card like we were showing y'all earlier. She went to the White House. She received it, but they said it's a memento. It's a keepsake. Put it on a plaque and hang it on the wall.
That's effed up. That's messed up. T-Money, you ain't right. T-Money told her, he said, hey, that's just a picture op, all right? He said, yeah, that ain't, don't be trying to flash that around. That ain't gonna get you what you think. But it's cool. It looks cool. Show your kids.
Yeah, so Nikki, she went down there, got her card, like said, it official Trump card. They cost $1 million. This is your fast track to citizenship. You're gonna jump all the lines. You get this card. It's essentially, you buying citizenship for $1 million.
It gotta come with more than just a piece of paper saying I'm allowed to say the daggone Pledge of Allegiance. Like, it got to come with a little starter kit. Can I get a fancy wallet? A pickup truck? You know what I'm saying? With a double barrel, you know what? Give me the America. Welcome to America package. Give me something.
So there we go. Nikki thought she was on to something. She effed around and found out. I'm gonna pull this video up. Shout out to my guy Godfrey. Man.
Well, come to find out that gold Trump card is a memento. It's not a Visa. Yeah, it's not a Visa. Oh, God, did I laugh for 30 minutes. So Donald Trump literally played your Nicki! Can you believe this, guys? Now, Nicki Minaj is on her House Negro tour, and she's been doing all of this weird behavior, I guess, because she has a plan. Because she illegally came to America. She's from Trinidad, and I think a lot of Trinidadians have to be embarrassed by her behavior. And she got her gold card, the Trump gold card. She bragged about it. She even showed it, and that's what this whole plan has been, I guess. And she even said, I love Trump. I'm a fan of Trump, and this is real. I care what anybody says. I love Trump. I think he's one of the most handsome men ever. Yeah. How do you feel, Nicki? How do you feel? You're still illegal. Trump's like, I can't believe it. Nicki Minaj, she thought it was a visa. I really appreciate you. But I love house Negroes. I love house Negroes because house Negroes are very pretty. I love house Negroes, because you snitch on your own people, You're in the house, but you snitch on your people, but we still don't have any respect for you. I'm going to call you Nicki Mirage.
Yeah, Nikki had it messed up.
This is America! This is America!
This is America, Nikki. All right. Shout out to Ebony Dean. We're going to send her back to Trinidad. United States of America. The problem is Nikki was on a victory lap, almost like a Peach McIntyre. Shout out to Anton. Shout out to some of y'all people. Grace is not reserved for y'all. Ain't nobody about to feel sorry. Ain't nobody. No. There's the problem. You was not humble. Even though they will stump you out in the chat, you don't have to respond to ignorance. You could have got your gold card, moved in silence. You was up here tweeting, yeah, ninjas, this and that. I'm all it. And then here we are.
They can't help it. They can't. And that slightly triggers me, but also I like it because it shows that I got more self-control than these daggone celebrities. We just show Ocho and Uncle Shay Shay up here. They be getting triggered by the daggone chat. Like, y'all should be way more or too important to be sitting here and get triggered by us common folk.
Call you Nicki Mirage. You saw a mirage. You were seeing things, Nicki. The Barbs are going to be very disappointed. The Barbs. The only Barb you're going to see is Wire, because we're going to lock you up in a cage. Oh, isn't that fantastic? Can you believe it? I tricked her. Can you believe it? Billy Porter on how he feels about Nicki Minaj. Check this out.
Her. When people show you who they are, believe them the first time. And all of them.
All you have to do is leave it up to Billy Porter to let you know what the deal is. And we all know Billy Porter, the multi-talented Billy Porter, who doesn't hold back on how he expresses. You know what I'm saying?
And she has since clapped back at him, call him everything but a child of God. Y'all better leave Nikki alone now. She will clap back. She don't care who you is. You could be Rainbow. You see what she said to Don Lemonade. Nikki don't care at this point. The filter is off. She said she ain't putting out no more music until Jay-Z let her out that contract. And now she says she going off the deep end.
Crash out season. There you go. There's a gift to y'all artists out here. That'd be the next mixtape. Where Wayne at? He need to come back. Let's crash out season. Just go crazy. Yeah, Nikki gonna give Billy Porter the same message gave Don Lemonade, because they both on that same type of time.
Man, so Jesus.
Appreciate you, Rachel. Always good to have you, sister. Says famous director Roman Polanski has been a fugitive over 45 years. In 1977, he admitted to statutory R of a 13-year-old Roman. A 13-year-old Roman was 43. He fled the U.S. Effing yuckety.
Man.
Money. Appreciate you, brother Ham Dog. Says I'm from Wichita. Ish cray.
Shout out to him, dog. Yeah! Boom, shakalaka! So here we go. As far as Nicki Minaj, this whole situation, to the damn pit.
Yeah, buying that Trump card.
Madness. Fuck is you talking about?
This is Sparta!
You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to hide. You gotta count your blessings. You're sitting at the table. You hear me? Ooh, child, things will get brighter.
No, they won't. The world is on fire. And social media loves it. That's crazy. Shout out to this modern world. Shout out to all of the homesteaders. That's what it's about. You want to get away from this madness? Homestead, self-sufficiency.
So here we go. We're going to keep it moving. Make sure y'all hit the like button and subscribe. We're going to pull this next guy up. Black History or Black Madness. Who's really with us? We're going to bring TD Jakes up. He sat down with brother Cam Newton. We got Cam Newton and TD Jakes.
Absolutely not.
Hey, y'all, check this out.
It feels like an opportunity to say something to you that is really important. None of us have it all together. Mm-hmm. None of us have it all figured out. All of us got something written on our sheet of paper. That's okay. But let's lower the list down so that you can enjoy the stuff while you're young enough, because you have built your life around a youth that's leaving. Bought pants that are going to be too big, got bedrooms you ain't even going to go into no more. The kids are going to get their own lives and come see you on the holidays. You got to live with you. And I tell you, like I would tell my own son, youth is a vapor. It's like steam on a mirror in the bathroom after a shower. By the time you dry off, it's gone.
Yeah, man, what you know? Was you drying off at them Diddy parties? Get out of here, TD. Now he the moral police. What is it with people trying to sun Cam? I don't get it. Like, Cam may not be everybody's cup of tea, but Cam don't be out here getting in trouble or getting arrested or putting his hands on women or nothing crazy. So you got to just let him live his life, to each his own. There are people out here y'all really need to be holding accountable, and, you know, he ain't take care of his kids regardless if you like his methods. I mean, there's bigger fish to fry. I don't get it why people on the Cam train.
I got a theory. Why does it appear folks trying to always sun Cam come giving him advice on his life? I gotta say jealousy. Cam is out here. You heard the one, some person just said, I don't know if it was a sister. They said that Cam got a done with show, went to whatever's little cigar bar, and by the end of the night, two women came to him and said, hey, let's go pop off this menage. I think there is a degree of jealousy among some men. Yeah, he weird, he a little wonky, eccentric, you know. What was it? However he said it, eccentric, but he's still having his way out here in the world. I believe a mother sucker like TD Jakes like, hey, you need to settle down. you having too much fun. You know what I mean? You might wind up like me in a Diddy pod.
Yeah, exactly. It's just wicked.
By the time you dry off, it's gone. You just got a minute to fix this, and none of those girls, and none of those jobs, and none of that money is going to be able to fix it. And I think you came here for me to tell you that. And
didn't y'all say TD Jake's daughter is a baby mama? Like she was like a teen mom or something? Am I
Yes,
tripping?
sir. Yes, yes.
So what are we talking about? Hindsight is 2020. Granted, TD. Like some of this stuff you can have off camera. Like this is TD Jake's podcast that Cam went on to. So now it's like, no, you trying to do this in front of the multitude. And no, worry about your own damn kids.
Thank you. It's the delivery, right? You know, not tone. It's the motive behind the message. Are you trying to sun him? Are you trying to show that you know more? Or are you sitting here in a servant's position trying to guide the younger men? Because I'm not getting a subservient position to guide younger men as a pastor or preacher should be. You're supposed to love your church or your brothers the way that Christ loved the church. And this is ego. I'm getting ego and a little bit of jealousy. Knowing what we know of TD Jakes, respectfully, I guess.
All that, like you say, he's sitting here, you only got a little bit more time for it's over for you. Yeah, this is like, what? What did he do? Who are you? Are you God? Is this God? Is this Jesus? Who the hell are we looking at? TD Jakes is a fallible man. We need not listen to him.
I second that motion wholeheartedly. Yeah, y'all know what the things that he let happen in his pulpit, being supposed to be the man of the cloth at the level that he is perceived to be at, egregious on all accounts, I would believe, by any man's moral standards.
I pray you hear me, because I don't want you to turn into a bitter old man with a lot of excuses as to why he wasted his life and wasted it rich. It's not like you're sleeping up under a bridge, but you are sleeping up under a bridge. It's
Look at Cam looking at him. It's not like you sleeping up under a bridge, but you're sleeping up under a bridge. Cam like,
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch. Your thoughts ain't my thoughts.
this man is a long ways from up under a damn bridge. You so far out of pocket. Like, say, I get it with y'all metaphors. Shout out to Shannon Sharp. Some of y'all got to tone down the metaphors, man.
Cam sent here, he like, my bridge got silk sheets and 2 new cuticles I ain't never experienced. This bridge is all right, boss. If you got to, this is you missing. That's the problem. Like you missing the message. You got to speak to him, to his situation, whatever the heck that is. Like you said, Miss X, what is he doing so wrong? There in our community, we understand folks gripe with Cam, with all his kids. There are so many worse situations going on in the world. So much worse and heinous. His situation with his kids can play out to be better than most. So yeah, if that's why TD Jakes is here, trying to give him police his meat, egregious.
That part. So yeah, this has been a topic for a long time. Even shout out to Sister Luna when she used to come up with the whole Cam is a deadbeat. It's like, no, he's not. We got to stop policing Cam in this nature. If you don't like him, that's one thing, but to mischaracterize him is another thing. So I think we need to first really, there are people out here who really got deadbeat moms and dads and up here talking about Cam. It's like, why don't you go address your damn parents first? All right. And then you can address other people. Go address your mama and her bastard kids, or your daddy and his 10 kids. Maybe that's where your hurt is, but you can't chastise his brother to that degree.
There you go. Listen here, for whatever it's worth, I'd have took a man like Cam as my pop, rich, successful. Yeah. Come on, teach me something, Pop. My goodness, better than the old broke hood ninja that we grew up around. Yeah, y'all twipping.
It's wicked. So,
It's not like you don't have anything, but you don't have anything.
Oh my God.
It's not like you don't matter, but if where it counts, you don't matter. And only you can fix that. Only you can fix that. More money can't fix that. Bigger house in Paris can't fix it. South Africa can't fix it. Only you can fix that. Because every time you get on a plane, it's going to get on a plane with you. And you're going to look around and all of that black hair is going to be white. And the hat won't.
Look at this. It comes down is meat policing. I think we talked about this the other night. We got to stop meat policing. That's what TD's trying to do. Yeah, you getting on them planes, you with these women, this and that. You gotta, granted, two things is true. Maybe he's speaking from, TD Jakes is speaking from a position because he was hanging out with Didi and them at them parties. Everybody ain't moving like you and Didi and the way y'all was moving. Some people actually got sense about them. So, like I said, let the brother be. Quit trying to project. This is projection. He like, yeah, I know what I was doing.
Thank you.
When we was at them Diddy parties with that warm oil. Yeah, all that. The Punisher and the Terminator walking around. Yeah, this ain't that.
Pure projection. Thank you. You see how he's starting to point out aspects? This is jealousy. Look at him up there with that milk dud head. He said, that black luxurious locks you got there, young man. One day they're going to be gray and brittle. All right. You a hater, Jakes. He ain't, Cam Newton ain't married. He is not a married man. He's 6 foot whatever. He's a old elite NFL athlete that women like. What else? What is he supposed to be doing? Like, I'm lost. He ain't married. You married. Look what you married. You was chilling with the diddler. Go look in the mirror.
Oh, man.
Appreciate you, Michael Matt. Good to see you, brother. Says good evening to everyone. Class is in session here, indeed.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
Appreciate you, Rachel. Says, Gav, that was me again that said it about 6 months ago in the chat. TD's daughter was 13. Okay.
God damn. So, and now she's ordained. She's the leader of the church. So he has stepped down from the church because all the Diddy accusations, and he went up there and faked like he had a stroke, allegedly. And that was all performative. That was a transition of power. So he said, I'm going to go up here on this stage. I'm going to fake this. And then a couple of weeks later, his daughter and her husband took over the church. He was no longer fit. Now look at him. He back to it. He said, I ain't fit. I just had a stroke. I can barely talk. Now he up here, Cam Newton. He had a full bill of health. Wasn't nothing wrong with this ninja. He just had, it was during the Diddy stuff. He like, I got to step down. Now his daughter, the 13-year-old that was pregnant, now runs the church.
Yes, folks can change. Here's my thing. This is a married man. This is TD Jakes. Your daughter wound up getting pregnant at 13. There is a family dynamic breakdown. Something went extremely wrong. That ain't a by chance thing. That's deep depths of the hoods type behavior.
And this is the same woman. His daughter is the same woman that brought Kundra to the church. She in bed with Kundra. She told Kundra she wants you to teach a class. His daughter is the woman that said she want Kundra to teach a singles ministry at the church. Huh?
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
It's all damned.
Perfect word.
So here we are.
God damn!
Yeah, that's a fact.
Fix that. Bigger house in Paris can't fix it. South Africa can't fix it. Only you can fix that. Because every time you get on a plane, it's going to get on a plane with you. And you're going to look around and all of that black hair is going to be white. And the hat won't hide it. It's going to turn white. It's going to turn white. Your knees are going to get stiff. Your body's going to ache.
Relax.
And it's going to be too late to fix it for
You projecting. You talking about you. Now you on Ozempic or whatever. You starting to shed a little bit. You talk about you and you was blowed out. He said, your knees going to be aching. Your back going to hurt. Your meat won't work. He said, your meat going to stop working. What you going to do when your meat don't get up and you hanging out with the diddler? All right. And the diddler got hard meats. All right.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka! The dealer don't like that. If you can't match him, then he gonna bring out the Punisher. You don't know pain. Wicked work. Old OGs, you know, Gavin X and I, we are growing into be OGs. Bless it. We got to learn how to deliver a message and get a desired outcome. Get the youngsters to take the message in. I remember when I was in church, I used to have some of the deacons and stuff try to come to me and give me advice. I look back, you know, and I actually could see the message now that I matured and grew up. But in the midst of it, I could not look past their ego. I could not see past their insecurities. I could not see past their projecting. I had this OG come to me like, yeah, you know, be careful when you're around women because since you got a wedding ring on, they tend to like you more. There was truth there, but his projecting came in heavily after that message, and I couldn't, you know what I mean? I really couldn't hear that because he started talking about, you know, I remember I was at work and I did this. I ain't trying to hear that. That's you. Give me the pure message and leave your ego there. I don't want to hear about you.
Man.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
Here we go.
It's going to ache. Stiff. Your body's going to ache. And it's going to be too late to fix it for the few people that you really, really care about. That short list of people who are holding your thermostat right now. You got to get your thermostat back. You got to do what you can to explain it. And regardless to them receiving it while you're living or after you're gone, you got to get to a place of peace about that because you are running. Please hear me. You are running out of time. I know. You are running out of time.
How can you say that to this man? Cam Newton, about 35 years old and in good shape, in his prime damn near, can still play in the NFL. And you the man that was just stroked out on stage. Who the hell really run out of time? Will you stop projecting your existence onto people? What, is he looking for sympathy? What are you doing?
Cam's sitting there like, ask your daughter, am I out of time? That's what Cam like. I'm about ask your daughter to come over and sit on my lap and ask if I'm out of time. You ain't 35. I didn't know. You tripping. You tripping. You tripping. What? Out of time for what? Give us some context. I'm so tired of this coverall vague prophesizing. I want to scream. You out of, for what? I'd have been asking questions. Where Brother Brooks at? What? Give me specific instruction. I ain't trying to sit here and play Da Vinci Code, Diddy Code. Tell me the truth. Keep the Diddy oil.
Seriously. So that was as much as we got of this interview. I believe Cam kept it cordial and respectful for the most part. He didn't too much, you know, challenge this old gatekeeper here, which he should have. Yes, men, yeah, and women, challenge the elders. Like I said, don't disrespect them if they got some knowledge, but if something sound off, challenge them and make it make sense for you. That's all.
That's it. There you go. I'm big on respect. Most definitely. I believe there's a curse not to respect and care for our respectable elders 100%. But yeah, definitely challenge. And that's all I ever did to the gynocracy. Respectfully challenge. Please explain this. Good luck with that. There ain't going to be no explaining, or there will be, but show them that you could think for yourself. They'll be proud of you.
Man. And shout out to Baba T in the Cash App. He says, Cam, get that spirit away from you.
Yeah. What? Who? TD Fakes.
Yeah.
Money. Appreciate your brother Ham Dog coming through like you do. Say, be nice, guys.
Trying. Like you said, these people here triggering. All right, these some of the worst folks. So we're just gonna put TD in the pit tonight.
There you go. Yeah, going.
Fuck is you talking about?
This is Sparta!
You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to hide. You gotta count your blessings. You're sitting at the table. You hear me? Ooh, child, things will get brighter.
Yeah, I'm tired of these vague messages. Like, that's like freaking fortune tellers. You know what I mean? Or fortune cookies. Just a vague coverall statement that seems possible at the least. Yeah, you run out of time. I think we all running out of time in some, part of our life, but be specific. What is it? You run out of time to be an NFL athlete? True. Run out of time to be a great father, a husband? Not really.
So there we go. And we just told y'all people need to start challenging them. So we're going to bring this next video up. Shout out to brother T.I. He went there and challenged Kurt Franklin and a few of them. T.I. got something to say.
Uh-oh.
I've never been like a church person. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in a house with a strong, praying, tambourine bumping grandmama. You know what I'm saying? My auntie, strong, very, very strong in prayer. So I know how to pray and I know the word. You know what I'm saying? I know God is real and I've seen the presence in the hand that he's had in my life personally. Don't nobody ain't got to tell me that. I just ain't never felt the connection with church. Why? Man, I just don't. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think it's real. You know what I'm saying? I think that it's a business just like anything else. And it's a show just like anything else. You know what I mean? Just like you go to Broadway, you see a show. I feel like it's just like somebody standing up and public speaking, just like you get like a TED talk. And a lot of times they be putting a lot of cap on it. And when I say cap, I'm saying cap in their action. The word is the word, but sometimes they try and twist the word, make the word mean something, that will be personally benefiting to them.
Listen, it's the truth. Like they taking that good book, that powerful book, and manipulating the words and moving verses, taking this here and putting it there and remixing the Bible, like he said, and to whatever sermon they want to preach. All right, I'm gonna take whatever I need to make it, my congregation move and put money in the pot or whatever.
That's it. They're going to get your emotions roused up. It's business. Folks, the vast majority of humans tend to make emotional purchases. Say it again. The vast majority of all of us, we tend to make emotional purchases. And there's nothing more emotional than religion and faith and spirituality. How you think they get Gam to give them her last $100? Last emotional purchases, if you will. It is what it is.
And not necessarily what the word mean, as its purpose. And that to me, because if you think about it, only times when you read the word, anybody know the word, and you study the life of Jesus Christ, the only time you really saw Jesus Christ lose his temper was in the church. He went to the church and seen what was going on in the church, seeing how the church people were handling the word of God and what they were doing to manipulate it, to personally benefit, from the word of God. That's when Jesus got mad, flipping tables. Oh, that's when he flipped tables. Yeah, flipping tables. You know what I'm saying? And then he had Jesus out here like he don't love hip hop. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But that's why.
You part of the problem. Shout out to T.I. It's like he taking shots right at Kurt Franklin. Like y'all part of the problem. Y'all brought hip hop into the damn church. Stomp. All right. You out here with your shirt off on stage, gyrating, working. You got background dancers, y'all done hippified Jesus in the church. It ain't got nothing to do with the book or the religion, like T.I. saying. And I feel the sentiment. It's that building and the people operating it.
There you go. Yeah, I grew up in the church as well, big time. Never was a fan of, blessings to the brother Kirk Franklin as a man, At the same time, I was never a fan of his music. I was never into upbeat party gospel music, man. No, I need that deep down south over the cotton fields type hymns, baby. It's something I can feel down through my bone marrow. I ain't trying to jump, stomp, none of that. It's goofy. Like you says, like T.I. says, performative. You supposed to be in the house of the Lord, going through a transformation, dealing with yourself. Now I sit here trying to stay on beat. God dang it.
Yeah, so
God
up in there. Yeah.
And see, I that triggers me because these same folks harmonizing, "You so amazing," they'd be out there fighting like freaking cats and dogs right after service. Miss me with that. They would miss me. I'm such a trigger.
Yeah.
No weapon formed against me shall prosper. I'm more than a conqueror.
And then you say you more than a conqueror. Then you can about to go home and complain about the bills you got to do. Get out. I seen too much. I'm tainted. I got church hurt.
You know, from the word of God, that's when Jesus got mad. Flipping tables.
Oh, that's when he flipped tables.
Yeah, flipping tables. You know what I'm saying? And you had Jesus out here like he don't love hip hop. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But that's why. 'Cause I connect with the word, like the true word, the spirit. I don't need no broker. I don't need no middleman. I don't need nobody to get my word. You know, I done heard a preacher, I've been to church before, and the preacher say, "Come on, y'all, put it to the collection plate, dig deeper, get your prayers past the ceiling." I say, hold up, wait a minute. Y'all telling me I got to pay this joker. You know what I'm saying? For my God to hear my prayer. Man, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
that's
unfortunate.
like that. Those moments are unfortunate.
I mean, they are, and I'm not, and I don't put.
No, it ain't, Kurt. Don't you speak against the bread. You're going to get ostracized. How y'all make y'all money? You know, that's unfortunate. I don't do it like that. All right. All we do, we lock the doors. We lock the doors and we tell God to, you know, make you reach in your pocket and give me everything. And then we unlock the doors.
Facts. Listen here. I remember when I was but a child. Kirk Franklin came to Pittsburgh. He came to Mount Arrett Church. Somebody here, somebody know what I'm talking about. And I never forget, I went with one of my hyena aunts, and I didn't know where we was going. She said, we're going to church. We're going to a service. Everybody and their mama was going to this church, not to get saved, not to fellowship. No, they was going there to lay eyes on Kirk Franklin. That was it. Like, stop, like you said, Ms. X, respectfully salute to the black man that he is, but you are part of the problem. Yes.
Yes, this little sawed off, egotistical, you know, he the worst thing. You know, he would look down on T.I., but he's worse than T.I.
Out there, he really be gyrating on stage with leather pants and black tank tops and Chelsea boots.
Like you say, only time will tell. A lot of this stuff ain't gonna come out for years later. Like a lot of this time, you know, we're gonna find out in older age about some of the atrocities as time go on. Don't trust none of these folks.
Yeah, listen. I had no idea. So many of these celebrities and artists getting fondled, touched, harassed, misused, abused, corrupted. Holly weird is weak, is wicked.
I got to pay this joker. You know what I'm saying? For my God to hear my prayer. Man, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
that's unfortunate.
Like that.
Those moments are unfortunate.
I mean, they are, and I'm not, and I don't put that on the entire. Because
exactly.
I think for the most part, there are people who are strong, church going,
yes,
God fearing people that go to church with the intention of serving and praising God.
Yes.
However, you know, I think there's some leadership. There's enough leadership. There's enough people in enough positions that understand that there is ways to manipulate this word to personally benefit.
Oh yeah, that's the problem with it. Like you said, manipulating people. You know who your congregation is. You know, majority of these people don't have a savings account. They down on their luck. They're emotional spenders. You know you can tap into the emotions. Y'all sit back there all day and night picking out verses. Y'all don't read the Bible for knowledge and wisdom and for peace of mind and to learn something. Y'all read the Bible to find verses to manipulate people with. It's business. All right. So you looking through this. All right. I got my highlighter. That's a good one. That's a good one. I'm not in here trying to get any type of understanding. All right. Or anything with God. It's strictly to manipulate.
There you go. What's the verse they have you read before they take offering? The Lord loves a cheerful giver. That's the only part of what that verse I know. Respectfully, I never read it if it's a verse. Lord loves a cheerful giver. That means give all the money you got with a smile. That's how it is meant to be interpreted by the pulpit pimp that is the pastor. You give me a church that teaches and funds a financial literacy class outside of church service, and I'll go. Want to know why? I'm talking about a real financial literacy class, which I don't think is against God's will. And then you show me, then I'll show you a proper church, because folks ain't gonna be in there spending their last to buy the pastor a new S class.
That's it. So the only financial literacy they got, Pastor Marvin Wines told congregation, someone must donate $10,000 in 90 seconds to become a millionaire.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
Yeah. He say he criticized a woman, 1,200. You know, if you spend 10,000 in 90 seconds, you will become a millionaire. God told him that. All right. He wasn't supposed to tell you what God told him, but he gonna let you in on a secret.
The first congregation or authority to take individuals with this kind of mindset, I'm gonna put it that way, bring him to the front of the congregation and discipline him, and then I'll come to that church, because this got to stop. You know, this is like a Ponzi scheme. I can hear him. The Lord had talked to me. It's been a while. I think we didn't put this on display. It's been a while. It's been a while since I did this one. This is a hot one. You got 90 seconds, limited time. The first person, $10,000. If you want to be a millionaire, I don't do this often. Crazy.
So here we are. We got this video. Hit the like button.
Or my request. And I've not done this in probably 20 years ago.
This is it.
But Lord said, I want to make a multi-millionaire out of someone, but they have to sow $10,000. He said, and they have to do that within 90 seconds. If you're going to do it, get it now, write the check. If you do this, God said, I'm going to make you a multi-millionaire. But there's a person in here. You sold that within 90 seconds. It should be less than that. God said, I'm going to show you my face.
Insanity.
I'm going to show you who I am. And for the rest of your days, everywhere the sole of your feet shall trod, you shall possess the land.
He's selling blessings.
And everything kalasupa, and everything your hand shall touch. I need 30 of you to get the $200. The person, if you're going to sow the 10,000, you will bring it up to Pastor Rockmore.
This is wild.
I baptize you in the name of Jesus. Have your way, Lord. Have your way, Lord. Have your way, Lord.
Pure manipulation. All right. $10,000 in 60 seconds. Y'all move. Hold on. Where my guy at? Y'all ain't moving, baby.
Come on, just bring it. I need you to stand up while y'all not moving. Come on. Don't make me push. Don't make me push. Thank you, sir. There go money. She touching you. Where they get that money? Where they get that money? I can see money from a long way.
Elder Gregory Kelly,
That's right. Come on.
$100.
Everybody get something in your hand. Come on and put it right here.
Here we go. All right. $10,000 in 90 seconds. Man.
Do you not understand? This is evil. Because like T.I. said, stuff like this make a man like me and my family walk up out of church with extreme prejudice. Because you can't play me. I'm here for my soul. And you talking about $10,000 in 90 minutes, man. I'm feeling violent now. Why you playing with me?
90 seconds.
90. Why you playing with me? This is a stick up without the mask or the toolie, man. What we doing? What we doing? Lord told you this.
Wicked.
Appreciate your hard job. We're 10 racks, Ninja. Says his songs in the Drewski skit. People didn't realize that all the fade Drewski put in the skit. The music plays a part as well. Yeah, yes, sir.
Right.
Appreciate your hustler's philosopher. Says Black religious practices literally prove that a sucker is born every minute, every 90 seconds, huh?
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
So here we go. Hit the like button.
Bishop, and you will get your release in Jesus' name. Everyone else get $200. I want you to do it, women, especially who've had a difficult moment, and get in the center aisle. I will not beg, but I will not stop till there's 30 there as fast as possible.
Wow.
I, Roberta McCoy, given faith and stand in unity with the vision of perfecting church of sowing this seed of $1,000 plus $235 and receiving the blessings to come to all that participated.
Now that's only $1,200.
Yes.
Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. If you have 1,000 plus 1,000.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna work on the other 800.
Well, that ain't what I asked you to do.
Hold on. I don't think we be cracking the whip hard enough. We about to be on y'all tops. Hell with this. I'm about to tap into my inner Marvin Winans. All right, hit that cash app, hit the super chat. What he said? She said 12. She got her son up here. He said this is $1,200 something. All right. He said this the $2,000 line. Y'all ain't listening. I sent $2,000. Don't you walk up here with $1,235 in the name of the Lord?
You ain't listening. He said that ain't what I asked you. Don't sound like you asking her for anything. Sound like you telling her to me, and they make you come up there, grab the microphone, and say what you do. Man, this is enraging. It's absolutely freaking enraging. It's a club. It's a party. I went to churches like this. They stand there in that line with pride because I'm better than you. Y'all don't know what the hell this is. I'm better than you. You can't afford to stand in this line and give up your money. I'm better than you. That's the pressure for everybody to get up. Because if you don't get up, you must be poor. You must be broke. You must not be blessed if you can't get in the $2,000 line. Hate it.
Yes.
Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. If you have 1,000 plus 1,000.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna work on the other 800.
Well, that ain't what I asked you to do.
Look at all these people in the $2,000 line. They like zombies. Next up, 003. Next. Thank you. 004. Step forward. Thank you. 005. This is crazy.
How long before they end up with a money count machine right up there on the altar? What you got there? Oh, come on, auntie. You got a whole bunch of ones there. Hold up there. I got to make sure this is right now for the Lord. Yo, I can't. Somebody needs to start correcting this, y'all cowards. That's my overall view of this behavior. Other men of the cloth should be man enough to meet with this dude and say, end it, it's over, you're done, but y'all freaking cowards, y'all punks. I'm so triggered. This enrages me because these are people, so this is salvation, and y'all up here playing with people.
That part. I'd have walked right up in that church, walk right up to this ninja and
Madness.
Fuck is you talking about?
This is Sparta!
You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to hide. You gotta count your blessings. You're sitting at the table. You hear me? Ooh, child, things will get brighter.
Most likely they freaking won't, man. Like things gonna get a lot worse if they dare get better. I am kind of optimistic, but not to that degree. Absolutely not. Every day these humans show they rears more and more. No diddy pun intended, man. Shout out to anybody still in the church having a desirable experience. You know, I also believe that, man, the real church, what it used to be, we've talked about it ad nauseum, the lock-ins, you know, the real elders donating their time with love and compassion and teaching, not just a money grab. That church was dope. That church taught morality. That kind of church, that Old Testament fire and brimstone teaching gave me a conscience. Like that's gone. It did serve a purpose, but now it's just all for show, and it shows.
Wicked.
Appreciate you, King Keon. Said Pastor would have got the pause in Jesus' name.
In the big name of Jesus, you hear me?
Appreciate you, brother Derek. Says I used to show off like that when I was in the script club.
Out of pocket. Out of pocket, brother. So here we are. Nonetheless, all right, we're on the back end of the show.
Appreciate you, brother Jay Tillman, over at Back to the Flicks, Surviving the Flicks. If y'all ain't tapped into Surviving the Flicks, the interactive, you know, survival show, y'all smoking with cigarettes. He says they have to be atheists because hell is hot, ain't no water there.
Seriously. So here we are, like I was saying. Shout out to Brother Jay. We made it through the end of the show. We ain't doing no open panel tonight. We might drop the link if y'all got any questions real quick. All right, we'll take a few questions tonight because we plan on coming back tomorrow. All right, that's our plan right now. We plan on doing a pop-up show during the day tomorrow. Not sure exactly the time, but set your notifications.
There you go. Yeah, keep your eyes and ears to these YouTube streets to see if or when we do go live tomorrow. But yeah, I tell you again, shout out to brother Jay Tillman. Back to the Flicks, Surviving the Flicks. It's a good time, man. That's some dope stuff. Jay, I'm first. I believe in the vision, brother. Believe in the vision. And look out for our upcoming intro, all right, to Heartbreak Theater. I'm excited, man. I'm excited about Heartbreak Theater.
Shout out to Jay.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
So there we go. We dropped the link. We'll be here for a few minutes before we get out of here. If you got any questions about the topics tonight, we talked about the Nicki Minaj stuff. We talked about, you know, the NFL and the black head coaches with the black church, a lot of stuff. If you got any questions at all, you click the link.
There you go. Yeah, shout out to the thumbnail. I know somebody kind of had something to say about the thumbnail. Listen here, that's the culture. The thumbnail's a reflection of the culture. I know last year was heinous. I never thought I would live to see the day where folks incriminated, let me be clear, where black folks incriminated the good Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Folks started to say, ML, I actually heard of a group of women saying MLK deserved to get deleted because he was cheating on his wife. That's how effed up we have gotten as a culture. Shout out and rest in peace to the late, great Martin Luther King Jr., man.
That part. So like we told y'all, we will be back up here tomorrow over on SBC. I believe it'll be SBC, maybe a cart for the horse. And Thursday, we'll be back up here Thursday night for SBC as well.
Thursday Badness, baby. Be there or be square. Make sure all y'all Jive Chickens are subscribed to all three of our channels. Cart Before the Horse, Single by Choices. And last but definitely not least, Truth Over Lies. And you want to make sure you are part of the Patreon. We do our live Patreon shows every first and third Friday of the month. Don't want to be there. Be there for a chance to win exclusive merch. Don't want to miss it.
That part.
Straight like that, straight like that, straight like that, straight.
So other than that, we plan on being here tomorrow afternoon. It'll definitely be a daytime show, couple hours. We behind on content, so we're gonna be up here cooking.
We moving, man. Just because we ain't moving don't mean the date market ain't, because it definitely is, and we gotta stay up to par as we are journalists. I need my badge back.
That part. So shout out to everybody in the chat tonight coming through, supporting the show. Shout out Sister Ebony Dean. We see you all night, dropping the links. So make sure y'all click in Patreon, subscribe to all the channels, check out the content, all the replays.
Appreciate your Sister Ebony Dean. Yeah, appreciate all y'all rocking with us. Make sure y'all continue to do so. Hitting that super chat, hitting that cash app. Oh, hold up. I'm about to start like the Pippin Pastor. Come on now. Come on now. Make sure y'all get up out your seat. Get up out your seat. Don't be lazy. You want a blessing, don't you? I could be wicked like them. You want a blessing? Huh? What do he say? Don't put a ceiling on your blessing. You get how much you want to make? How much do you want to be blessed? Show me how much you want to be blessed. How wicked work.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
So that part. And we will, like I said, we will be live in the Patreon this Friday. So there's no better time to join. We'll be there cooking up, and we'll see. We may do another pop-up show Friday. Depends on the itinerary.
There we go. But again, make sure you are subscribed and have your notification bells on so you don't miss a thing.
So with that being said, I see none of you ninjas click the link, which is good. We can get out of here. All right. With that being said, I am Gavin X.
I am Mr. Walker.
And we are Carpet for the Horse Productions.
A good evening.
We're trying to get you old now, viral online.
Truthful lies, say it loud, say it clear. Left the streets where he need you here. Quarters of vision, fit your focus, kiss. Break generational suffering. Truthful lies, say it loud, say it clear. Left the streets where he need you here. Quarters of vision, future focus, kings. Break generational suffering.
We don't profit off death. We don't clap for destruction. We here to build men.
Not Berry Boys.
Not Berry Boys.